Cool.
Where's your jazz hands? I thought we were doing jazz hands. Damn it.
I had the whiskey bottle in my hand.
Whiskey hands.
Jenna, you can see me when that intro's on, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We both
Okay.
can.
It was just for you, Jenna.
Nah. Okay. Well, I was.
Oh no.
You have to close your eyes.
Jess would always tell me that. Would not be dancing.
But you know I can see you, right?
Like I did not.
Isn't that how a twerking incident got caught on? I think it was on the Aquatic Morning Show.
Was
Yeah.
Kenny?
Maybe he was. He might have been on panel.
She was doing on panel. She was doing one of her like little videos, and he was twerking, and she ended it early just so we can all see.
That's perfect. Thought it was something like that. Well then, how's your day?
Melissa said it's her first time in a while, but she's been entering on the wheel. I wonder who's been Melissa.
We'll just assume everything is on the up and up. It's been a while actually since Melissa has even been on the wheel, because we always cancel on her days off. That's exactly how we time it too.
And Matt didn't give us your schedule this time, so we accidentally went live.
Yeah.
Oops.
Our bad.
Well, bye.
Oh, power went out.
How's your power been, Eric? Is it all squared away?
I'm not superstitious. I'm medium-stitious. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock on some wood. And power is good. Power has been on.
I didn't know you had wood in your lap.
Wow. But yes, the power survived Tuesday, not this past Tuesday, but last Tuesday. Was out for like 16 hours or something like that. And then Friday, I think somebody screwed up when they were fixing something, and like a whole like 2.5 square miles went down on Friday.
Oof.
And there was no storms or anything. And
for
so
how long?
That only was about 6 hours.
That's still 6 hours is torture.
Yeah. Or maybe 7, because it was about 6 or 7 o'clock, and then it went to about 1:30, and it was hilarious because I guaranteed both times. I went and filled up my huge 5-gallon jug of gasoline and got home, and the power came back on. Each time, and it's just like,
well, at least you can.
Means you were ready for next.
You can let that gas like destabilize or whatever it does. I think it breaks down over time. It becomes unusable.
They give it 2 weeks inside the thing.
A gas-powered lawnmower?
Yeah, I just leave that gas in there. Lord knows.
Just start mowing extra yards to use up the gas.
I remember when we had a gas lawnmower. That was the first time I decided to try to take apart and rebuild a carburetor.
Oh man,
that's not my life at all. That is not how my brain is ready to operate.
Well, then the first time I drained the gasoline from the carburetor, but it took for like 2.5 hours because it was halfway full and it's just a little tiny hose. And the second time I actually got like a hand siphon that can do it a little bit faster. So I learned my lesson. But
it was just really clogged, and because I let gas sit there, I don't use it. Like I don't maintain engines like that. So yeah, electric is the way to go. But like I try to take this carburetor apart and soak it and then rebuild it. And then I look online, it's like $15 for a replacement. Why did I do any of that?
6 hours down the drain.
How much time and money did you spend repainting your car versus if you would have just taken it?
Oh, still far
professionally
less.
Done.
Because I didn't buy any of the professional equipment. I had a paint gun, and I had some the fanciest part of it was the 2-part epoxy clear coat that I put on the top, and that still was like, I don't know, $80. if you pay a professional to paint your car like the right way, it's going to be like a couple of grand at least.
Right.
But how much time did you take to paint it?
Weeks? I don't know. I don't. I never count how much time it takes me to do any of this kind of stuff because I would, yeah. I think I'd be very sad if I thought about it too much.
No.
Like how long does it take me to make a video? Since I peck away at it like several times a day, several times a week.
More. We need more.
So, hold on. Matt said, has anyone else noticed how Steven spent all the extra time on his background so that it almost looks like perfect, if not for the bit of white on top of each side? That's just stuff on top of the tank, right? Like
The
it's
white,
a bottle of prime or something.
The white on the top of each side. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh. Okay, so I think the left side is the door frame and the right side is just whatever. No, actually, it's the bathroom door frame.
Oh, it's the bathroom door frame. And then the blue is just the wall.
Just the wall.
Like,
I can't solve any of that. I can zoom in on the tank. I feel like the more I zoom out on the tank, the more realistic it looks in terms of like me actually sitting in front of. Yeah, exactly. It looks like she's in the room, sort of, kind of. But I mean, in general, it looks fine. I'm not too worried about it.
Can you click on the Fishfam link message? Because I got a bone to pick with Fishfam link.
Oh, where's Linky?
No, the other one.
Yeah.
This one?
Fin loving friends? What about shell loving friends?
They're not included. They have been
not
included.
Matter?
This is an exclusive community, and you know that.
I'm always
this is a fish click, okay?
You always talk
Welcome
fish,
to the fish click.
Plants. You talk plants.
See?
Don't
see even John agrees that we are fishy folks and fishy folks only.
I'm always excluded.
Is this the snail fam or the fish fam? I don't know.
Wait, don't you have some fish though?
Oh no, she's so angry she's glitching.
I thought it was me for a second.
The amount of shells I have to fin outweighs any fin fan.
Stop snail hate.
Probably with as many Malaysian trumpet snails as we have, that's probably true for us too.
Oh man.
It's a lot. It is a lot. But I mean, I
Chad
value.
Is so mean. Chad is so mean, especially Johnny. Excuse you, Johnny.
Well, I was about to say what Johnny said because I was going to say that snails are very important in my fish room, and we all know why.
Oh my, Matt!
I'm actually getting kind of. I'm getting kind of nervous about my snail population. I need to overfeed more because, like, I'm starting to have to hunt them down. Either they're aware of what's happening to them now, or
the snails are smarter than you.
Could be.
They're huddling up. All right, guys, we got to get divided. We fall. United, we stand. All right. We got to make a plan.
There's a certain time of day, which I don't remember when, but there's a certain time of day where the snails all kind of congregate at the water line.
Right.
And then I can just go.
Credit card in the hand underneath.
When they're all together, they got to scatter to survive. Because you're less likely to pick them one by one.
Yeah. Unless it's been a few days. And see, I don't know how important it is to stay on top of the spotted Congo puffer teeth. But I don't want it to be a problem. So I just been trying to make sure I feed. So Zen says, hey, snails and floaters are why I don't have all the algae anymore. I've come to love them. Floaters are good.
Do you want me to answer Nathan's question, Jenna?
Would you like to? Oh, no.
Yeah, so Grant's health has been very rocky, so he's slower than usual.
We're talking about Crayfish Empire for anybody listening.
Yes. And then the amount of messages and everything he's been getting is just overwhelming. So he's been having a hard time responding to everything because it's just over so many different platforms that he gets messages.
Oh, God.
So he's trying to prioritize getting product out rather than spend hours responding to everyone's messages. So he's still producing product and getting it out. It's just taking much, much longer than usual. When you get the email confirmation, that means he confirmed that he's received your order. You should get another email once the tracking has been scanned by the post office. And then you'll know your package is on its way.
He's not getting out of the business or anything. He's just not feeling well at the moment.
I believe it was he had a sinus infection recently that he's been going through.
And he has no employees either, does he? Like no one to actually do the packing and the shipping or making the food itself.
No, on occasion, like he'll go visit his grandma and she'll help him pack like free samples and stuff. But he gets all the product himself, makes everything himself, packages everything himself, ships everything himself. So the larger orders, typically it takes longer for him to get and have everything made, as opposed to if someone was just ordering snail cookies, that'll go out a lot faster than someone who wants snail cookies, calcium chips, and shrimp sticks. It's going to take a little bit longer because normally he'll make things in large batches. So he'll spend like 3 days making snail cookies, and then he'll spend 3 days making calcium chips, and then so the more variety there is, typically the longer it takes. Before he used to have like helpers. Yeah, before he used to have helpers, and he was almost able to get everything out next day. But some of his helpers moved away and everything, and it's just haven't really been able to find people looking to package snail products easily.
I mean, it's a lot of work. Just the packing and the shipping is overwhelming and difficult, right, Eric?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, with such valuable cargo, you got to find the right place, and then you lose that place, and you got to go find the other place, and you got to double check the place, and then once you find that place, then you can find the package. You don't have the right wrapping, and you find the right wrapping, you lose the wrapping, you find the wrapping, lose it. It's a whole.
The months just add up for sure. Yeah.
Especially
and if I remember correctly, Gina is the one who loses stuff, so it's probably all her fault.
No, kids. Dude, I cannot find my Pleco book. I am so angry. Ever since the L333s started, brown chicken, brown cow. I'm like, I need to look up, things about them, and I cannot find my Pleco encyclopedia that I got.
How many babies now do you have?
12. I thought there was 11, but there was 12. I just released them. Oh, they're so cute. They got the little lines. They're a little light, but don't have like the dark yellow that the parents have. But oh my gosh! So
is this the first? Is this the farthest you've gotten with breeding them?
Farthest, yes.
Nice.
So I just released them into the tank because most of them had most of their yolk gone, and they were looking a little gaunt, and they were pooping pretty good. So I'm like, all right, let's get you out of here, guys. So, and they realized I can usually tell when they're ready to go because they find like the upper part of the incubator where they can hide. I'm like, okay, you guys now are not just going to sit out in the middle of the tank. I mean, it's a baby tank, so they're going to be fine even if they did, but it shows that survival instinct of like, oh, I need to go over here and do something. Like, oh, it's kicking in. The ball's rolling. Like
they're acting like fish. That's good.
Right.
They're not acting like helpless little tiny balls with a tail.
Exactly. Yeah. What food? Go in mouth and like bonk it with their head. They don't
even have to do that. They have a yolk sac at first. Just like, nutrients are being applied to my body. All I have to do is just stay here.
Right.
Hope I don't starve.
I got them in, and then I was going with my flashlight over, and one of my caves is like totally crypted out, which I'm not angry about at all. And so the other one, why can't I remember the name of the epiphyte? Not not Anubius, not Java Fern.
Bulbitis.
You have to say it with the Christopher Walken accent. Bulbitis. You can't just say a bulbitis. You have to say bulbitis like Foo Fighters.
Nancy called it colitis earlier today.
Oh, my grandpa had diphyloid reticulitis or something like that, where like sesame seeds gets caught in your intestines and like it creates like a zit in your intestines. And so like you know how in your forehead,
diverticulitis, I think it's called.
Exactly. You know how like a zit on your forehead gets really tight and like when you touch anywhere near it, it hurts. Imagine that on inside your intestines with stuff going by it and everything like that. Like and sometimes it pops and then can get infected. And it was oh my gosh. Grandpa was such a strong man, and he'd be like, I gotta go to the hospital.
Dang.
Oh my god.
How long did that happen? How often did that happen? I mean,
not a lot, because once you figure out you can't really have tiny foods like little poppy seeds or sesame seeds.
You can, but it's gonna hurt like a lot.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen every single time too. There's just little pits in your intestines, and if they hit the jackpot bonus, it's so it didn't happen too often, but when it did, it was bad. And then my friend got it. So what?
I don't know.
He's just funny.
They don't make grandpas like they used to.
I got some bulbitis. They don't make grandpas like they used to.
Bulbitis. But I went to check under the cave of the bulbitis, and I'm like, because the bulbitis before they bred in that cave, but the bulbitis was like all in front of it. So I've always been checking the crypt cave now that it's all sheltered and whatnot. But I went and checked, and I'm like, they're back in there, hooray! And so now I set up the 40 breeder because I already had like 100 red lizard whiptail catfish fry in there, and then like 50, almost maybe 50, maybe under 50 L183s in there, and the breeding L180, the breeding trio of the L183s. And it's
so how big are they now? The babies, the starlight babies.
Well, the original ones that were born December, January, I've had to sell off to the fish store. So I got credit at Fishy Biz, my local fish store in Farmington Hills. Awesome place. It's my little mini co-op store. Literally became, I think it was the first store in Michigan to get the co-op partnership, but it's a co-op partner, retail partner. So I can get, if I need something co-op related, like a battery backup pump or their sponge pre-filters or something like that, I don't have to wait a few days from shipping. I can just drive down 696 and bada bing, bada
I feel guilty about it, but our LFS is a retail partner as well, but they're like, I don't know, 30 minutes away. I still just order from the co-op. Like
yeah, because you get a sticker.
I'm so damn lazy and I need to support my local fish store, but like, yeah.
And
co-op close enough for me to consider it local?
How long of a drive is it to you?
That would be like
3 hours.
3 or 4 hours.
Oh, that's not.
I wouldn't consider that local.
That's
there's
a day
like
trip.
Several fish stores between, in that span of mileage. So,
I guess the wet spot maybe would be considered local.
Oh, there's like 8 fish stores between me and Fishy Biz too.
Oh wow! So you just like that one?
So they're like 20 minutes away, but it's like a straight shot down the interstate.
That's a lot of fish stores in a 20-minute.
Oh, here in Metro Detroit, I think we have like 15 to 20. And
wow.
A few just one just did close, and a few did it's a Hydra. 1 closed and 2 opened.
So I wanted to address what Onlyway said real quick, because he said the rainbow fish with the Chihiros light is smoking hot. This is actually a cheaper light than the Chihiros. It's a weak aqua. It's the same concept.
Cheaper,
like $100 cheaper.
Yeah,
I mean it's not a but it's a 4-foot light. Those are expensive. It was still like $400, but it's the same concept, the narrow spectrum bandwidth. So I think this one has UV on it. No idea what the advantage or whether it matters at all, but it's just there. And the app is it's
Bad.
awful. Yes, but it's usable. You set it and then you just like don't ever open it again. So
Didn't you accidentally open it one time and it like reset everything?
of course, yeah, it's why you set up the thing and then it could be a little bit of user error, but make it easier to use, please.
And then we have some member milestone chat.
I see that. So
Oh,
anyone at Puffer yet? Still just 4 months for me. I think 33
No.
months is the
It was like November when you got monetized.
something like that.
Late November, early December.
Mm-hmm. Still a sea bishop. I've only had weird corn dude for 2 months. Still got a ways to go, Nancy.
Matt's
Moo.
just calling us all fat, I guess.
If anyone's a cow, it's him.
Amisa is just a youngin. And Todd's still new around here. I mean, 13 months. That is. There was a time where I was like, "Holy crap! Has it been a year already?" And now it's like gaining on 3 years. That's really weird to me.
as it should be, because I feel like I met you yesterday, and it's just
Things
Like-
move fast in Fishfam. There's a lot of turnover too. Like there's people who come and go, and some people like we never see again. They just randomly disappear, and there's new people coming in all the time.
Or there's things getting reinvented.
like buckets.
Kyle said, "Do the retail partner stores get co-op brine shrimp eggs to sell?"
They do. Mine
Ooh.
does. My store, or Farmington Fishy Biz does.
If they're willing to pay for it.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they choose what they order for their store.
Right.
I mean, how much are those brine shrimp eggs? Like $20 for a can, and since I will hatch them, I'll hatch them really, really diligently for like 2 weeks. Then I'll take about 6 months off.
Yeah.
They
ditto.
last a long time for me.
I need to go. I need to use my
Facilities.
brine shrimp direct or whatever, because I use Kelly and I use a dish instead of the
Oh yeah,
Like
I know what you're talking about.
like a factory. So or the Zeiss bubble. So it just takes a lamp, and now my light bulb burned out, and I went to the closet and I'm like, oh, awesome, we have one light bulb left, LED. I'm like, no, it needs to be incandescent.
Yeah.
So the heat coming off of it keeps the dish at 78 90, and like I have it like measured
Yeah.
out to where like the same distance. So I'm like, crap. And of course I forgot the wattage of the bulb, and it's rubbed off the front, and I'm like trying to find it on the sides. Like sometimes they imprint it on the sides. No dice.
So how
Not a good
how
check.
many brine shrimp eggs, or like what do you use, like a teaspoon or something you put in there at a time?
No, I kind of hold on, let me see if I can grab it real quick. It'll be a lot easier to explain.
Okay.
Hold on.
And
You wanna-
Audra, Friday Night Lurker Extraordinaire, no Puffy. That's a nice vinyl sticker. Thank you, Audra, for being a member for 32 months. And we see Geek Boy
The
said
other
no.
way.
But I'll do the what you call it, the participants list, because
And Nathan couldn't do his member milestone. Maybe he's done one in the past month,
could be.
and that's why he couldn't do it. But he's been a member for 1 year, 5 months, and 7 days.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Nathan.
And thank you, Branton, for
And
becoming.
Branton.
Yay.
Thanks for becoming a member. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I've seen those. I think Berkeley has one of those.
Yep.
So
does.
you put the brine shrimp here on the outer edge, and there's this white divider that sits on top.
Mm.
So you put the brine shrimp on the outside, and then you have a top with just that little hole, and then this little brine cup or sieve you put down in the middle, and this kind of acts like a beacon because when you shine light on this,
It's white, so reflects.
It's white, so it's just gonna shine like an absolute flashlight inside.
Shine
When
bright
this is
like a diamond.
closed, it's just gonna
Okay,
be.
that's cool.
So it tracks the brine shrimp eggs float/sink and around, and then they have little edges protecting the sieve. So there's 2 ridges to protect from eggs from floating over into the sieve. So that way you only get live brine shrimp. And so the eggs that I got with this dish when I ordered it has lasted me like 2.5 years or something like that. And now,
Man, it's a cool setup for sure.
And so I usually just cover the water on the outside, and eggs start hatching within 12 hours. I have a
The
harvestable.
co-op eggs, or
No, the brine shrimp director, whatever.
okay.
I forget what.
Are they the decapsulated ones?
I don't think so. I think it's
Okay,
regular.
I've not tried those, but I know Peplin was telling me to get some of those because like they're super high hatch rate. You don't have to deal with separating the shells and stuff. I have a bunch of co-op eggs to go through, and the yield on those is really good.
And I was an idiot when I first bought it because I got a 100-watt light bulb and put a fixture right on top of this, melted my lid. Melted a big old hole. So I contacted Brine Shrimp.
I'd probably do the same thing. Yeah.
And said, hey, I'm so sorry. I melted it. Can I get a replacement? Or I'll pay for shipping. Can you send it? And they're like, thank you so much, because I bought it through Amazon. They're like, first off, thank you so much for contacting us and not just returning it to Amazon and saying it's a defective product. Like the customer rep was like totally like going off on me, like venting about like, oh my gosh, if people just reach out to us, I'd totally work with them. Like, thank you so much.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Everyone wants to just kind of go on the internet and complain. Like,
yep.
that's the easy thing to do.
She's like, I can't send you a new lid, but I can send you a whole new unit. So you got backup parts in case you need it. You just have to pay the $12.95 out for shipping or whatnot. And with that one that she sent, there was brine shrimp eggs included in the order because I just bought the dish off whatchamacallit. So
Okay.
it's like this little jar. And it's lasted me but I'm the same as you, where I feed diligently for 2 to 5 weeks and then totally forget it. Like,
it's just all it takes is like an interruption in that routine.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Before I answer only way, let me go through the participants list.
Yeah,
it's only been half an hour. Look, we got Eric here, and he hasn't streamed in like a year. And
Eric doesn't shut the fuck up, which he shouldn't shut the fuck up. That's why.
Well, Eric's goal is to try to get us an Eric behind in chat. But so combine that with my stress of being behind in chat at all, then maybe we'll somewhere between like an Eric, maybe a Rico behind at some point. So
a Straric.
I'm not going to let you get behind. I will keep pushing through comments.
It's going to be a Jenna, and you're going to appreciate it.
All right, so hello to the Zen Ginger, Benjamin Peters, Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Brookley Bell, Andy Carson, Whips World, Nancy B in Tennessee, Liquid Zoo Only Fins, Branton Lightcap, Melissa, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, Outside In Aquatics, Gina's Reef, Coro Works, Dennis Christensen, Nathan Hovey, Scotty the Fish Freak, Skipper's Aquariums, Fish Family, Kalish, Dee Dee's Fin Den, The Bipolar Fish Keeper, My Fish Tanks Aquatics, Johnny Dan's Fish, Johnny's
just
Fish.
one Johnny.
It's Johnny's Fish now. Geek Boy, TJ Autocross, Only Oscars, Mystery Snail Gardens, Daniel Velez, Garage Gills, Only Way, Luke Wong, Renee DeQueer, Audra Meyer, The Fish Room, 186 Element, Darlene's Tanks, Thorn Trap, Rocky Miles, and Keystone Clash.
Okay. The last thing you see.
Nancy said, don't let Eric read the participants list.
Steven started doing one breath speed run.
It
hurts my soul. It just hurts. Okay. It just hurts.
Welcome in Renee DeQueer and happy birthday, Scotty.
Scotty, happy birthday.
He just said here. So
happy birthday.
How am I supposed to know?
I said him. He probably got in there, like
he's already asleep. It's because he's so old now.
Scotty?
He sleeps all day now.
I
He
can
stopped
relate.
streaming and he went straight to bed. He's still asleep.
So Only Way was asking, I found the guy who sold me the 6 female Goldie Eye Cura fish. He's going to fix it. Give me some males next week. Do you want me to mail you some eggs if I get any? I definitely appreciate the offer. And I would say yes, except for it's kind of like the perfect storm of the worst time for me to raise fry. Because when you get those and then you mail me the eggs, by the time they hatch, we're going to be in Pennsylvania and there's going to be nobody that I trust to like reliably set up the rainbow hatchery and
You hear that, Brookley? You don't fucking trust you, Brookley.
No, Brooklyn's coming. That means Brooklyn's coming, right?
Right?
I don't know. I'm holding out hope until the last possible minute because it's not too late.
Just
For anyone
shove her
who
in
is
a
on the fence
fucking
about going,
suitcase.
it's still not. It's not too late at all. So
If you're going and you need tickets,
mhm,
hit me up.
there you go. Email her
Or-
whatever her email address is at
My
email
email
address
is
dot-
Jenna
Genevieve,
2005
goodbye.
at fishfamlink.com. I mean,
at fishfamlink.com.
You know, the popular website, fishfamlink.com.
Yep.
We got a cyber squatter on that one yet?
Do we have it to where it relinks to that? Let me check. Fishfamlink.com. Because he should have bought that if he didn't. But...
There's a fish.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah,
Only Way
only-
asked, what's happening in Pennsylvania?
They don't
The
watch our
Keystone.
stream enough to
Oh.
know, Jenna.
Only the hottest fish convention in these United States.
maybe people have been trained to tune it out because of how much we talk about it. That's my
Keystone
theory.
Clash. It's the Keystone Clash. Keystone Clash. It's the Keystone Clash.
It's the one place you will get to
Whole
meet
way
all
driving there.
4 of us
Keystone Clash. It's the
in
Keystone
person, along with many people in our chat.
For reals.
Clash. This
Real
guy.
people.
Roll call in chat. Who's going to be there? I'm not going to do a poll. I want to know specifically who's going to be there.
I can
We
tell
have
you
that
some
list.
people.
Yeah, we can give you a list.
I see Dee Dee. She's going to be there. Geek Boy. Todd.
Nice.
Scotty is going to be there. Dennis Christensen. He's going to be there.
Yay.
Todd?
Todd.
Yeah, I said Todd.
Did you?
Yeah.
I
He was
did.
number 3.
No
He was
such thing
ranked.
as too far. I'm coming from Washington. Like, I'm flying.
What about Rebecca? She's coming from freaking England. So
Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
England,
and-
we've got Austria,
Yeah, Dr. Anton Lambage
Oh,
is
yeah, that's
coming from
right.
Austria.
we've got
Dang.
Canadians coming.
I hope Mark.
A lot of
go-
international speakers
next year.
this year.
this all sounds very expensive.
Not when you have an
Well,
amazing.
when McDonald's is sponsoring your hospitality room, ooh la la,
They're
there
not
better be
sponsoring
French
the
fries.
hospitality.
They're not
better be French.
sponsoring-
There better be French fries, or at least chicken McNuggets.
No,
Why not?
If there are not chicken McNuggets or French fries, I will be.
Why don't
They're-
you like their
Upset.
burgers? What's wrong with one of their
Upset.
burgers?
There's nothing wrong with the burgers, but I
But
prefer
nuggies.
chicken- nuggies and fries. Something to snack on. It's a hospitality room. It's not supposed to, be a full meal. It's just, light snacks. Chip
So-
bags, pretzels, French fries.
Luke
welcome
said,
in, Alishan.
Hey, Alishan.
Alishan is going to be there at the Clash.
Fooyo!
So Luke said incandescent lights are getting phased out at some point. There's legislature on the table about a lumen wattage efficiency requirement.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that's going to make T5s go away. Like, I mean, you can still get them on Amazon, I think, but
Well, those T5s aren't incandescent. They're
no, they're fluorescent, right?
yeah.
But
but
they're
take
still
power,
they're not quite as efficient
As
as LEDs. So
Did you know that I used to construct fluorescent light fixtures?
no,
I could wire a light fixture like
Jeez.
that. Super good. And then the boss hired his wife, and she was jealous of how good I was and tried to get me fired. And I was like,
God.
I don't need this. I'm gonna go work at Tubby's. See ya.
yeah.
And anybody who doesn't know what Tubby's is, look it up. It's awesome. It's a Detroit sub shop that is the
Okay.
best. the best. If you ever come, I will be taking you to tubs.
Did you say hi to Daniel Velez
I did.
and Jeff and Gina's Reef?
Yeah, I am Uncle. Alishon is my uncle. We call him Uncle Alishon, and I'm his nephew. I am nephew Eric. He is Uncle Alishon. But now that my L333s, I got him into the baby tank, I think I might be an uncle, but that's up to Alishon.
You know, speaking of breeding, like those Adolphoi or Duplicarius, I'm still don't remember which ones I got. I should look at that. But
you
like
ordered them as Adolphoi.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah.
I sent you Adolfo.
Yeah, and I already had like Adolphoi, and like maybe you had Adolphoi and I have Duplicarius or vice versa. I don't know what's happening in the tank, but I know that fish that closely resemble what I've got in the tank are now like growing up. Those original 7 that I hatched back in March, like they're in fish mode now, where I'm not worried about them at all. They're tiny, but they're little miniature versions of the other ones. So like I finally got that a check box, I guess.
Yay! I know, I had absolutely nothing to do with it, but I like to think that my fish
I think you probably did.
Sent
I mean, introduced some new females in there, and they're like,
we potentially had 0 females. So
I mean,
definitely
there was some that became apparent that they were females, but it took the longest time for them to.
It was
to
a
look
she's all
any
that.
different.
It was a she's all that situation. They just had to take the glasses off, show them how to be. My Corey's came down there and showed. I did the ponytail, did the braids, took the glasses off. Freddie Prinze Jr. It's all that. But I like to pretend that these 3 Corys. I know they're not, but these 3 Corys are the Corys I sent you, and they're just hanging out.
Those are the bros. Those are the bro Corys. Those are the 3
Those
bands.
are the bro Corys, but I like to pretend those are the 3 Corys that I sent down to you and whatnot. That signify the 3 Corys that I did send to you. But my Adolphoi babies from the Corys that I sent you are breeding too, and I found some eggs, so I stuck them in. I have a spawning mop permanently in my baby tank now because the red lizards love to get in there and get it all up in the fibers and whatnot, where I put the fry food in and it collects in the mop, and they love to go in there and get it. So I've just been taking stir-by eggs and Adolphoi eggs and stick them in the mop, and hopefully something will come of it, and maybe I will have grand fishies.
Nice.
I'll be 3rd generation, like, I've never done that before. Be crazy.
Welcome in, Chris Aquazone.
Besides, like guppies and swordtails and platies and everything.
They barely count. Like, what are you doing special with those? You don't have to. You don't have to be a parent to them at all.
These red lizard whiptails, I took, because of my new 40, I took the sponge filter out of my 75 and put it in there just to help the cycle start. And I went, because I just put an air stone in there, and I looked at, there's like 12 baby red lizard whiptails in the main tank with the Epistos and Corys and Tetras, but they're all like stuck in the corner. I would have never saw that if I didn't take the sponge filter and put it in there. So I'm like, that's how you're surviving. You're surviving in the cracks of the corner.
A lot of magical things happen in a sponge filter. Don't even notice it.
I have a question about Corys.
Yeah.
So have you guys seen the new books that they're releasing?
Yeah, the Ian Fuller book.
Are you guys getting it? Does that go overall, like the new information on the naming of it? Or?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
Like
I've just seen it all over Facebook the last.
Yeah, because we've been waiting on it for a while, but like I guess the new naming had to come out. I don't know what kind of like revisions had to be done for that, but I know that book has been in the works for a while.
So Only Way said my Corydorus never lay eggs in the mop, only on the glass or under the Anubias leaves. So the orange Venezuelans almost exclusively lay on the glass. The Adelphoi are duplicarius, though.
I think
they
I
lay
think
a
the
lot
orange
in.
Venezuelans do lay everywhere, honestly. But like you see a bunch of them on the glass.
Primarily on the glass.
Yeah.
But the Adelphoi / duplicarius, whatever they are, theirs are a lot directly on the sand, like on the ground, or
Yes!
in the algae.
Right on the edge of the glass and the sand, they would always lay in my 29. Or
Did you have a lot of algae in that tank?
Blackbeard.
Well, I just started letting the hair algae just go crazy in that tank. Like, I don't care if it even snuffs out the plants. And I don't know if they like the hair algae more or if like they're trying to lay it into the sand, but there's so much hair algae that all the eggs get caught in the hair algae. But like that's where I find most of them now. And I kind of, it's kind of a pain in the ass because I have to like tear apart the hair algae like strand by strand to find them. And it's not like they lay a crap ton of eggs. So it's
it's very,
you'll spend 2 hours trying to find like 15 of them.
And it's single eggs. They lay one egg here. They one leg over here. They lay one egg. While the Venezuelan or my orange laser is just like it's like a factory, just like
they're a lot smaller too, aren't they?
Yeah.
The orange Venezuelans are smaller.
Are tiny. Yeah, their eggs are tiny and fragile. Where the orange lasers, I mean, you know, they're all somewhat of Aeneas.
The orange lasers, are those now osteogaster?
I think they're in the same family as the green, not green laser. Well, yeah.
Are they Brocus?
I don't think they're Brocus.
Okay.
But the Aeneas. I think orange laser.
Those are osteogaster. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Orange Venezuelan, they're all osteogaster in some way, but they all cluster lay where the Adelphoi will go all off. My pandas will lay in the spawning mop, but my Nanostomus trifasciatus have been like, oh my gosh, look at here. Delicious.
Yeah.
And I open it up, I see a half an egg. What?
Are these sound effects you do on Gina too?
Oh yes. And here we go.
Yeah, it's the only way said orange laser are the same genus as Aeneas. So yeah, those are the osteogaster, and yeah, they lay a crap ton of tiny little eggs.
Welcome in, Night Owl Aquatics. Night Owl Aquatics will also be at the Clash.
Sweet.
Yay!
And maybe they'll have a nice little setup.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
They're vended.
Sweet.
Loves it.
So Jenna, were you going to say anything about the Clash? And because I saw earlier in chat that maybe I had cut you off like some sort of terrible person. So allow me to rectify that.
Well, I have a thing that I can put up temporarily. Wait, where? Oh, there it is.
Do we want to answer Dee Dee while you're setting that up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What did she ask again? And it went away, and I've already forgotten.
That was Zen, wasn't it?
Dee-Dee.
Not Dee Dee.
What? I can't read then. So I don't know what's going on.
She asked if we were going to do another TV style intro at the Clash, film another, so that they could get more Scotty gifts.
Oh yeah.
Just say, Scotty, can you like storm away from the camera and we can just capture that?
Someone people film Scotty no matter what he's doing. If you're at the Clash, film Scotty and
eventually
send it
filming and eventually like get mad about that. So win-win.
Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Scotty jump scare gifts. So what you need to do is sneak
the man has had a heart attack. Okay.
He's fine. He's fine.
Well, how many can he have in a weekend? Let's find out.
Exactly. So we're going to jump scare Scotty and make sure it's recorded, because if you don't record it, then it didn't happen.
Unless
you'll have to do it again.
Hospital.
We'll get him in the hospital. We'll get in there.
Cannot condone such things.
Why? You're going to be the one we have scaring him the most.
So I have a ticker banner that's going to go after this, but consider helping Fishfam Link at the Clash. So there are 2 ways you can help us. The first one is we want to have as many community stickers as possible. So if you are going to the Clash, bring some stickers. If you are not going to the Clash, send me a message and I will tell you how to mail your stickers. And we will put them on the table so that people can have them. The next thing you can do is bring donation items for us at the Clash. That could be fish, plants, whatever you would want to give. Nothing used, but if you have like something spare that you've never opened before, and if you want to mail us any of that, you can send it straight to the hotel. You could mail it on Monday or Tuesday. We will be there Wednesday and could receive stuff at the hotel. So as long as it's arriving Wednesday or Thursday, you could mail it to us at the hotel and we will have it. And anything that is donated to the Fishfam Link table that we don't sell will go to the auction and be pure profit for the clubs. We won't ask for any of that. So I'm going to put this ticker up so that it won't take as much space. It basically says the same message, but doesn't take up as much space. And then, did you want me to show what I was working on so far?
Yes.
Yeah, but I wanted to also say, like, for those who are in the business or trying to get into the business of selling fish or plants or whatever, like, while this is a donation that you would be doing, or, you know, to help out Fishfam Link, you could also use it as an opportunity to help yourself too. Like, people who want to promote their channels, you can have your stickers there. You can have business cards there. If you are selling plants or fish or whatever, we're not going to mark them up very high. Like, it's going to be a pretty price to sell sort of thing. So this is like an opportunity to, you can put your business card or a sticker in there too. Like, hey, I sell more plants, and send some specimens that people are like, hey, these are nice plants. So just something to think about. Like, if you can't be there, but you want to be represented there, that's a pretty easy way to do it.
And I see Branton said he could donate some duckweed, and that would be perfectly fine. People would want duckweed, and people will buy duckweed in the auction as well if they don't buy it.
Living plants was one of the only things I got. Yeah, besides stuffed animals. Duckweed, yes.
So,
do we say hi to Rosie and Rachel and Mickey M and Jinyu?
And Rachel was there last year.
Howdy.
Yeah.
So you got the thing.
Rachel, are you coming?
Say something. I want to
coming again?
Say something.
Okay, so I want you guys all to know, even though I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious, but Jen is fucking amazing. And I think this is the first time in fucking Clash history that I'm aware of that Jen has been in charge of the sponsors, and she got every single fish show sponsored. And we increased them this year. So we had more fish entry slots than ever before. She got every single one of them sponsored. And then not only with show classes, we added 2 show awards, more than they've ever had. And she still got all of those fucking sponsored. So she's the bomb.com.
She's good at getting your money.
I just need to tell everyone, because she's not going to be bragging about it. So I'm going to brag for her, because she's the bomb motherfucking.com. Love you, Jenna.
I love you too. I also don't really do well with like compliments.
So. I know, which is why I gotta give them to you.
Publicly embarrass her by showering her with deserved praise.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna do it, someone else is definitely gonna do it. I gotta be I gotta do it the loudest.
I mean, I've done so little for the Clash, but I consider it my contribution to witness her. And witness her greatness. So that's
Brandon says, where do we ship donations? The duckweed was a joke, but I could possibly send real plants. Send me a message. It's coming across the screen at the bottom, but it's hello@fishfam.link, and I will send you the hotel address. But the hotel only wants us shipping stuff there if we are there to receive it. So don't ship it before. I mean, you wouldn't want to ship live plants.
We're gonna get there on Wednesday evening.
Well,
so
no, we're gonna get there Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get there and be like ready to do things Wednesday evening after I recover. Thank you, Amisa, gifting 5 memberships. Let me see who got the memberships.
Yay! Thank you.
They went to Boots Cats, Renee the Queer,
Nice.
Only Way, Chris Aquazone, and Johnny at Dan's Fish.
It's a good list.
I'm sorry I cut you off by being efficient.
Okay. By reading them faster than me.
Okay. So I've made 3 colors so far.
I love these. They're so cute.
These little fish. This one has seahorse on it.
Mm-hmm.
This one is flowers. This one is just blue.
Blue. I want that one because that one has the most blood.
I've made 28 so far. But part of what we're doing, part of what Fishfam Link does in general is try to support the community. So one of the things that we're going to do at the Clash at our vendor table is have a little vendor scavenger hunt. So it'll be a little printed out paper, and you pick one up and you go around, and hopefully you see all the vendors, but you'll need to visit vendors to fill out the scavenger hunt. And then when you return it to us completed, you will get a fish of your choice and a raffle ticket. So, and that's just a free thing that people can complete to hopefully encourage people to go see the vendors. And maybe you'll find someone that you didn't know had something that you really like. Maybe you'll talk to the vendors. So
important to talk to the vendors. Where last year I talked to one vendor that was getting out of the Pleco. I think he was selling his L236s and was getting out of the game. Like Maria Z was hanging out with them. I forgot his name.
Yeah, that's it.
So I was talking to him, and I was really trying to get out of the conversation, and he was holding me verbally hostage, but he gave me such amazing, until I actually started listening to what he was saying, and it was just such good information that I couldn't stop talking. Like, we talked for like 30 minutes about plecos.
Nice.
And like he pointed me to this food that he uses that is probably one of the big reasons of these fish breedings is my secret weapon is this mussel food from Germany. Musselfrassen, I think the name of it is.
That sounds accurate.
Oh, muscle sticks. Muscle sticks. But they're actually muscle sticks.
Someone was holding Eric verbally hostage.
I know.
It's about time he gets a taste of his own medicine.
It's horrible. Wait, it's actually useful. It tastes delicious. Is this what I do to people? Awesome. No.
Like, wow, this is a good time killer for sure.
When you walked into the Clash last year and you turned directly to the right, I think it was Pleco Caves.
Yep.
They were so. But they're
not a thing anymore, or
no, I believe Samurai Aquatics.
Okay.
Purchased their products.
So that he might, but he's one. They were one of 2 vendors in the U.S. that could sell this food from Germany, or like could sell. I'm sure you could find it on Amazon or whatever, but there was licensed to sell the food, and these muscle sticks. They get the party started.
So Alishon asked, did the Clash work out the hospitality room with the hotel vis-a-vis alcohol? And Scotty said it in his stream. So now I feel comfortable saying it.
Be discreet.
No. Yeah. And Scotty doesn't like to expand. He likes to tell people to go back and watch the replay. But I'm going to expand so that you don't have to go watch the replay.
Sabotage his channel.
No views for you.
I'm gonna get the
So
musical stick.
this year and this year only, the hotel agreed that the Clash could use 2 adjoining rooms for the hospitality room. So 2 adjoining hotel rooms. It'll be a little bit smaller, but the Clash will be able to provide the alcohol and be able to have more alcohol, and it will be free to attendees with full registrations. The daytime hospitality room will still be close to the vendor room and available with non-alcoholic beverages during the day. So that was the resolution. It'll be a little bit smaller space, but it'll be, I guess, closer to what they did in the past. And then they'll have to work something out for next year. Welcome in, Oinky. She is also going to be at the Clash.
Oinky. Oh, that's for your specifically for your zebra plecos.
And welcome in, Garage Gills.
What they look like? Hey, Garage Gills. I think
How do
he was
you
already
spell
here,
muscle sticks? Did you
did we
show
say
how
hi
it's
to
spelled?
Adam McReynolds and I missed it? But because I saw Adam McReynolds came in.
Like this, right?
Okay. Moose school sticks. Cool.
Didi wants you to
Yeah.
taste one.
Yeah, put it in your mouth. Show us.
And which
Come on.
plecos were you feeding that? Like, what's the composition of the food?
Do it. Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth.
Oh, you're muted, Eric. You've been muted this whole time since you got back. You might have been saying
Hell's
stuff.
bells! I do it so I don't embarrass myself, and then I already do.
So to make up for the embarrassment, put it in your mouth.
Let's put it in your mouth.
If the Plegos can eat it, so can you. Come on.
No, they're muscle sticks. A
Do you
Show us.
eat
muscle.
what your snails
I have-
eat, Annette? Do
I
you
have
say if
happened-
the snails can eat it, I can eat it?
Oh,
Yeah.
snails go buck wild for this. For snail management in
What's
my
the
baby tank,
sodium
I would use
content?
this as snails do. Huh?
What's the sodium content listed on the back? What percentage?
Fliegevlagen, Lagen, Antioxidanten, 155 milligrams.
Eric, slowly.
Magensulfate, monohydrate, 16 milligrams.
Can you wear a kilt when you say all this?
Zinc sulfate,
What?
monohydrate.
Kilt. That's Scottish, not German.
Hey,
I know.
hey,
but
let me
I just feel
read
like
you this.
Justin
Let me read you
I
this,
also wanted
Carbon, real quick.
to wear one of the Viking hats. That way he'd be multicultural.
You need some lederhosen.
Ja, oh my God. yeah. 9. Das ist
Hold
nicht
on.
gut.
I'm gonna
So I'm
But-
guessing it's like an animal-based stick, or
Big Steve.
It's muscle. It's muscles.
okay, yeah. I gathered
breeder-
muscles, and that's about it.
Muscles. I love saying muscle sticks. The whole time I was muted, it was just muscles. But so you didn't miss much. But the guy who was telling me all about this, he was just like, "This is the wonder food. You don't need. You want to breed these fancy plecos. You don't need all this hoity-toity, high filtration stuff. You need quality food." And you
Yeah.
need water changes. And
he
so
already is Annette.
Oh. Are you sure he was highlighted? But
Well,
okay,
oh.
Jen, I believe you over me.
They're having a chat conversation.
I can tell with the
Thunder
Yeah,
typing.
I was posting the
Do
fish
you still
cord
have,
link.
it says, oh, wait. No, that's the right one. It's not
You
up
know-
to date, Jenna.
Oh my god! Don't y'all have like meetings and shit for this? Like
Don't you want to
Thank
learn
you.
about muscle sticks?
exactly the fish stream.
Oh,
But
come on.
thank you, Big Steve, for gifting 5 memberships, and they went to. Can I read them, or do you want to be faster?
We love snails too.
You can read them.
Boots cats. No, that was earlier.
No.
Wait,
It starts with Garage Gills.
my chat went just like. and just
Okay,
didn't do
Garage
anything.
Gills, Night Owl Aquatics, James H, Stan Pittman, and Passing Wind.
All right. Welcome those people that are not showing up in my chat because my chat froze.
And Branton still hasn't gotten his plants, but they
Yeah.
were sent out, so probably tomorrow.
Probably. Like there's a few that still just say like in transit. There is no update either way on like they've arrived anywhere. So usually that means there's gonna be an extra day, but hopefully no longer than that. We'll see. But so far, everyone who's gotten them, they've arrived in good enough condition. So, and
Did the secret word get got? Not yet.
I
no.
said moose call. I said moose call.
Well, in hindsight, that would have been a fantastic secret word. Night Owl, thank you. And
Yeah,
now my
Thank
chat's
you.
updated. So they
Oh,
went to
You
L.
want to say them?
What? What?
You want to say them?
I can read too. I'm a big
Oh.
boy.
Okay. Good
So
job.
thank you, Night Owl, for gifting the 5 memberships. L Fish Tanks, CJ Black, which is a name I haven't seen around in a while. Thorn Trap, Fathom Aquatics, and Mountain Greenery. Welcome. And we've been shipping out plants. We got a dozen of them shipped out this week, and this is still not technically plant shipping season for us. So I'm glad to be a little bit ahead of the game. And
Adam
so far,
McReynolds, it's your birthday too.
It
today?
is.
He said, "Happy birthday, Scotty."
It's my
Let
birthday.
me make sure.
It's my birthday.
If I'm gonna add you to the calendar right now so that
Hell
we
yeah.
don't forget
Happy
it's your
birthday.
birthday. Oh, it was also Jennifer Weaver's birthday today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jennifer
Foxy
Weaver told
mentioned
me
her this
something.
morning too.
Jennifer Weaver told me something a long time ago that I didn't believe, and now I am a believer. Where she told me, I had 2 female Burley pistos and a male. Male passed away. She said, "Don't worry, one of them will turn into a male." I said, "Okay." I didn't. I looked online to find something on it. No dice. So now after 9 months of being together, yeah, they, mind you, these are 2 certified females. They both had eggs. Both had fry that they let around the tank. Unfortunately, the fry got. But they both had eggs. One is turning into a male. The anal fin and the dorsal fin is starting to elongate out into a point. The pectoral fins, the underneath fins, are getting longer and getting that black stripe, like more colorful, like a male's would, and the color is changing on the female. It's going from where it was once all yellow is now turning into a nice blue, like Burley Eye Blue, and it's blowing my effing mind. It's like Jeff Goldblum came in here and find a life finds a way.
I mean, granted, I know nothing about Apistos at all, but I've never heard that even like in passing from anybody before. That's crazy.
Burley Eye, to answer Mickham, Burley Eye Blue. And I knew this happened in checkerboard cichlids, where all checkerboard cichlids are all born female, and dominant female becomes male. And if that male dies, then the next dominant female would become male. But I hadn't heard about it in Apistos. I couldn't find anything about it on the internet. But it's in my tank.
I mean,
before my eyes. Seeing is believing. These both had eggs.
And that's not something you could have like Googled. You said you did research on it and there was just nothing that really mentioned it.
Nothing. I couldn't find it. But Jennifer Weaver told me that. And I just kept them because I love these mama fishies because they were my mamas. They both had babies and I didn't want to give them back to the fish store. Like usually I just take, if I have one pisto, and or if I have a pair, one of them passes away, I just take it into the fish store for $5 credit or something like that. And then get another pair. But yeah, this is crazy. But
it's pretty cool.
Life finds a way.
Yeah. So we say hi to
Passing Wind and Hagen Hill
and Benotsky and Fathom Aquatics.
Fish Kodo, you already know.
So Scotty said memorial for Jennifer will be October 20th. If anyone wants to attend, email him at his Fishfam link address, and he can send the mailing address to Jennifer's daughter, so you get an invite.
I see that Jennifer's son is also registered in the aquascaping competition.
Yes, He was last year as well.
Yep.
His tank was my favorite tank last year. He had like the party ones with like 2 different color gravel.
Nice.
I really liked it.
So Luke said females can get male features with age at times. I don't know how old yours are, but if you get fry again, that'd be proof, which makes sense. So keep us updated on that because that'd be very interesting. It'd be something new to learn. Even, like I don't have a pistos, but I've always thought about trying them again. Like South American cichlids would be like the way I'd go if I did cichlids again. The pistos are plant friendly, so you know.
They're so fun.
Mhm.
You'll find that each single one has its own personality inside of its species. Where I had, a triple red or a super red male that was huge, but the just gentlest soul on earth to every single fish, And this small female Borellii is just a Tasmanian devil. Will attack any Cory that comes near it. Doesn't matter, like, holy cow!
The Corys need to be put in their place from time to time. They just go wherever they want. Just
They're
roll
armored.
over.
Luckily, they're armored. The armored
I mean,
catfish, so.
those orange Venezuelan Corys, they don't care about the gun. They'll like
Oh,
run
yeah.
into the ghost knife.
They probably
and-
laid eggs on the ghost knife.
Oh, welcome in, Coro and Elfish.
Wait, Coro, I have a question. How tall are you? Who's bigger, you or Ian?
Work.
Yeah, they never answered that
They
last
never
week.
did, and it's been bugging me ever since.
Is Coro
Maybe
coming
they
to
don't
class?
like their personal information being harvested live
I
in
think
public.
Coro's smaller. I think Coro's shorter and would
No
fit
way.
and carry on a little bit better.
No way.
So how many PNW people besides Annette are coming to the clash? I know Rachel is not able to make it this year.
Rachel says Ian is taller.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Maybe
Ian's
that's
lanky.
why Coro didn't want to answer. He was
Oh.
embarrassed. I don't
Is he
know.
a short king and embarrassed about it?
How tall is Ian? Steven, you've met
He's
Ian.
got to be taller. He has to be taller than Scotty. As long
I
as
feel
you're
like we've
taller
had this
than
conversation.
Scotty.
I don't know.
Well, taller than
Coro-
Scotty.
He's like
Coro
Taller
is a
than
big,
Scotty is
strong
kind of an
boy.
oxymoron. I mean,
Leave him
I
alone.
want Ian's like 5'9", 5'10"-ish. Like, and then Coro, if he's smaller, I'm thinking like he's like 5'7". But only he can speak up. Send us a picture of your ID.
go ahead.
Oh wait,
Pause
you read
it.
your mic.
Wait for the picture. All I know is Coro's got one. I don't care about how tall he is. I care about how big his heart is, and he's always there to help me out on my streams, and I truly appreciate it. So, Coro, your heart is huge.
Thank you, Chrono Rex.
Your heart is 7 feet
He's
tall.
small compared to you.
See, that's the problem. You're asking me people's sizes, and it's like not bigger than me is the answer.
I was about to say, Steve, you're 7 foot.
Yeah,
2, sir.
but like, I don't know. You look at like Alishon or Whip, and you think they're tall, right?
Yeah, because they're taller than me. Like that's the answer. Is if they are taller than me, then I recognize.
Acknowledge them.
Oh,
If they're shorter than you, then it's
there's going to be a new taller than Steven person at the Clash this year. Ryan with Wild Fish Tanks.
Oh yeah, I've met him too. He might be the
there.
tallest. I think he might be the tallest.
You think he's taller than Whip and Tom?
I think he is. Yeah. So Eric's sandwich. First of all, is a hot dog a sandwich? The answer is I don't care. But what's your favorite sandwich?
Yes.
Well,
Because
I can't do that.
Condiments and meat.
Who asked
Oh my
that?
God.
First off, who asked that?
It's Matt.
Matt? Yeah, I suppose he's trying to get me to go off, and I'm not going to go off, Matt. My favorite sandwich is a knuckle sandwich. Why did you come taste it? Huh? I don't know.
Dude, don't say that to him because he'll show up like on his knees, ready to
hope.
lick your freaking knuckles.
You lost me at
That would
show
be
up.
top content.
He'll
We
take you
need-
up on them.
How big is Coro t-shirts?
Y'all
How
skipping
big
like
is that work?
fish
I'm just gonna have to
questions.
show up. What's his address?
Does-
I'm just gonna have to show
does
up
any-
with a measuring tape and just measure him.
Does anyone have green tiger barbs? And is it normal for green tiger barbs to freak you out with vertical swimming style nose down? I don't have them, so I can answer, but maybe somebody in chat. I'm just
Does
gonna
Dan
guess
have 'em?
Alishon.
I don't.
Alishon, keeper of all fish at some point, possibly.
Oh, good. Matt's gonna get me off. Awesome.
We say hi to George RB3 and L Fish Tanks.
I said hi to Elfish Tanks. I didn't see George come in yet.
I
But
think you
now
said
I
hi
do.
to El. I think El got one of the memberships.
Okay.
Yeah. But then he came in later because he
Yeah.
probably got the email that he got a membership.
Like, what is all this junk? Unsubscribe.
So
Well.
if you have one slice of bread and you put peanut butter on it and you fold that one slice of bread in half, is
It's a half
it
sandwich.
now a
It's a
peanut
it's a
butter
half sandwich.
sub,
It's a
or
half
is it still a
sandwich.
peanut butter sandwich?
It's a half sandwich.
So how come a hot dog isn't half of a sandwich?
It's an open face sandwich.
It's two sleep. So it would be a peanut butter
Because the
sandwich
bun
that
was split,
folded
it
in
wasn't split in half. Because the
I
bun
can
Eric,
have it,
do I need
cut.
to send you the food theory where they definitively
I've
proved
heard it
that a
all.
hot dog is a sandwich?
It is a sandwich.
Yeah.
I
It's
want
an
to
open
play a
face sandwich.
game. Let's play a game. That's the game.
Okay, Saw.
I didn't even tell you about the kids going to kindergarten for the first time. Oh,
You'll
Whose
just
fault
have
is
to
that
come
for
back
skipping, like,
another.
how many streams have
okay,
you skipped?
when you get both musical sticks out, you got to go full musical. All right, you never go full musical, and I went full musical.
I assume that you're going to be streaming Tuesday. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot we've missed. We can't cover it in one stream. You owe us like so
What?
many hours.
Just cancel the games. Just take this down. Put me on full screen and just mute yourself.
We'll just start over
please.
at the participants list.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome
Swear,
in,
don't
Henry.
put me behind the banner. No, no, no.
Hey, Henry. It's not a competition to see who can get the most hot dogs in there.
Oh, just wait till the clash.
Well,
Eric's got a
Mark,
big mouth. He'd
a
win.
door frame at the clash to take height measurements.
It's a lot of downtime at the clash.
Lizzie Gobbler, what can I say?
All right. What is this one? Yeah, okay, now I remember. No one knows what this one is. Okay. Let's move on. There you go. I'll zoom in a little bit. Make it easier. What is this
Yeah, that
for?
made
3
it
points?
so much easier.
Yeah,
Hey, it did.
it
Everyone
made
in
it
chat-
easy enough that somebody got it.
Yep, and good job, Coro. 3 points for you. This is Mike All Things Fish's new logo. You can tell by the green and black. Obviously, come on.
Do you mean it's not yellow and black? Because that was going with yellow.
It was greenish yellow, yeah.
Oh yeah, Scotty asked what I was drinking. It is pineapple upside down cake.
Vodka, right? Or just
I don't think it's vodka. I think it's tequila.
wow. Let's see.
Oh, hold on. Let me say refresh just
Oh.
in case.
Well-
It's a lot of vodka rum.
Fresh.
La,
What's
la,
a
la,
vodka
la.
rum? I didn't know that was a thing.
Scotty the
Vodka,
Fish
rum,
Freaks
and
logo.
cream. Ooh, purple. Okay.
Spinner ball. This
Purple.
might
Purple.
be a
Ooh.
difficult one. Nope. Our goldfish eat duckweed faster than any other food we put in their new tank. Man, those were the days we were babysitting those goldfish for your coworker. Because I could put duckweed in the tank and they would devour it overnight. It was just duckweed disposal.
I wonder if they freaked out when you gave the fish back. Like, they're pooping green. Oh my gosh.
They ate well. They even ate like some of the guppy fry that that hatched in their tank.
Whoopsies.
I mean, it was their tank. They had the guppies in there. That was probably happening for a long time. All right, moving on. Zooming out just a little bit.
Wow.
Blah. Looks like a chicken.
Can you make out what's going on here?
Who has the chicken in there?
I'm thinking, who has flowers in there?
Chicken logo.
Or it looks like an animal staring behind a flower at us.
It's an axolotl.
Possibly. It's a lot of good guesses.
This one is worth 3 points. Okay. Don't move on to 2 points.
I know. And
is it just one person?
Yep. Good job, Rachel. This is Branton Lightcap.
Prove it.
D-Han. Yeah, D-Han.
Shenanigans.
I got to
shenanigans.
Or the points. All right, here we go. So this was not a chicken face behind a flower, but I did crop it this way exactly for that reason, because it looked like a weird face.
I thought it was Fish Corner or Fish Shop Matt.
Even still, it kind of looks like an evil turkey with a purple beak or something.
I think like an ostrich, maybe.
A little bit more. It's just a little girl.
What?
With a ponytail.
Oh, flowers in her hair.
Pixels are weird. See? You just find the right arrangement of pixels to zoom in on.
The one color that there's the least of in the entire picture.
Yeah. That's the deception. It's what makes it a game that I don't want you to win. I like when only like 1 or 2 people get it. That means like it was a challenge and not a typing test.
Whose logos in the chat can't even guess their own logo.
That's my favorite.
Well, when you zoom in on a ponytail,
makes it a little difficult, huh?
You're ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. However, someone got it, so it's not like I made it impossible. So I'm getting a lot of encouragement from the way things are going right now. Just so you know. Oops.
Wait, you didn't
I know. I do this every week. Press a button.
No, don't you have fish? AI art fish?
He's like, did I load that shit?
Did I? Yeah, I did. Man, I can't run a stream by myself. All right, now this one is going to be a typing test for sure. All right, so anyone unfamiliar with this part of the game, this is when I feed a scientific name to Dolly 3, the AI art generator, and then it spits back out the drawing or the rendering or whatever it is, and it's getting a little too good at it. It's still not really.
Ooh, that's like a crayfish mixed with a.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But I think Jenna got it immediately, so I'm thinking it's probably straightforward, right? But maybe.
Well, we're guessing. I probably shouldn't.
Well, you're making it seem like if Jenna could get it, then anyone can. Like I
didn't mean to
would
that
just
way. I would be really bad at this game. Just
Jenna could
FYI.
hit the side of a barn. Oh my god!
And I say that just because at the other game, you're not as good. So
anyway,
I just want to clarify that I am the worst at this, and so
outside in Skipper.
Oh, that was quick.
And Big Steve. It is a Sulawesi.
All right. Outside in Skipper.
Even Jenna could.
Jenna knew it. No, I didn't mean to word it that way, obviously. Come on.
But you still did.
And I know, and that's because I don't talk good.
Don't worry, I'll remind you about stuff like this for years to come.
Yes.
It's a healthy thing to do.
Try going to sleep.
I'll remind Jenna to remind you.
I'll remind you.
Set some alarms.
I'll just have dreams of you insulting me.
And then we'll record her while you ask her questions in her sleep.
Talk good or Swamp Pea?
Listen, there's no theme to this.
Yeah. I was about to say, there was no button push.
Someone say the secret word. Come on.
No.
Is that like 3 eyes or is that like a clogged nostril?
It's
Pleco, bubbles,
it's 3 eyes. Yeah.
Tetra.
It's
Rainbow?
just AI reminding us in little ways that it's still AI, and it's or really, I mean, it's not AI at all. It's by definition. It's just it is what it is. It's a combination of stolen images from the internet. Is what this is.
And what's that in the
Mashed together.
background? Is it like another shrimp way off in the distance?
Looks like 2.
Hey, I mean, the Dolly 3 doesn't know.
Okay, click the next
So
button.
Ooh.
it's like Grumpy McGrumperson.
This looks like Eric when you take away his fruit snacks.
Oh, I know.
Mm,
I know.
do you? Okay.
And say it in
Are
private
you
chat.
gonna
motherfucker.
type it? A fake fish.
It definitely is a fake fish. Looks very expressive.
Is it this?
Nope.
Ah,
Sucker.
Although I know it's not that one, but I need to look up the.
I have
Oh, you
the
do.
number
Okay.
pulled
Of
up.
course you do. Of course you do.
Okay, so
You prepare.
just because everyone else has to be as obvious as I, Jenna just said the word number. Should be a big hint for her.
hmm And I see one
yeah.
correct answer
Oh, me too.
already, but it's not Eric.
aw.
No.
I'm not
Going
surprised.
down 181, 182.
Well, they're all
183.
technically 181, 182, and 183 are.
Just Big Steve, Medusa Pleco.
Ah,
And there goes Scotty trying to copy McCopies in.
Maduda.
Oh, so we got so June said it. Did she say it in time? I don't know because I'm not looking at the YouTube side. So
Yeah, I
we're
just
live.
give it to Big Steve, Scotty, and June.
You're not going to get it.
Okay.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, we can give
I
Scotty
assume there's
some
like a
sympathy points on his birthday.
15-second delay or so. So yeah.
And it is in L034. Just
I can imagine that would be what an L183 is imagined as. 'Cause
you're only 150 numbers off, Eric.
I mean, this looks nothing like.
No, but it has all the features of it, you know, because this is AI fish. I know AI isn't going to get it right.
Annette,
But
he
it's
said
a
he was
bottom
5'11"
feeder.
on his license.
Oh, but
I know, but I'm sure he shrunk some in his old age.
In his old age, Coro's like how old? 20?
Maduda.
But yeah, it didn't do this one very well. I initially had it draw a pencil fish, and that one was like the most obscure looking. It felt like nobody would have gotten the specific pencil fish for that one. I was
Certainly
like,
not me.
Oh my god! How many more of those do you get?
See, I told you Coro's
In
old.
life?
Yeah.
Coro's in his 20s.
He's 28 motherfucking years old.
He's a child.
No, he is not a child.
He's officially between a chicken and an ostrich.
He's hit that age where his spine has been, shaven down, and he's lost a couple inches since his youth. And he's at the age where he's renewed his license enough to where the DMV doesn't measure you. It just asks how old are you, and then you add a couple inches to your height.
What kind of fucking aged out 28-year-olds have you been hanging out with? Like, his spine has been shaven.
I know riding them bikes can get rough. Washington Outback, Oregon Outback.
R.I.P. Coro's 28-year-old spine. God.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
It
are you
gets
ready
so
for
much
me?
worse, Coro, just so you know.
You ready
Yeah.
for me to push the button now?
Go ahead.
It's not the worst day of your life. It's the worst day of your life so far.
Words of wisdom.
28 is too old 5'11" is too short.
What kind of tender ass standards?
It's all good. There's some people here
I'm
that I
looking
would
for a
say
man in
hit,
finance.
the Jurassic stage of their life. But I'm just kidding. It's like you're old, you're ancient, and then you're Jurassic, according to kids nowadays.
Susan says, now can I guess? You can guess it. It's not right.
I mean, most of us were born in the 1900s, to be fair.
Yeah, last century.
Yeah.
That's what
All
I told
right.
the told the kids. I was born in 1984.
I am from a whole nother century from you.
Coro wants you to know he's in a relationship chat.
He is.
So
He
this
is.
shouldn't
Okay.
He's
matter.
in a leveling relationship.
Mm-hmm. But what fish
Steven
this
drew this.
is? Probably.
Alishon says he's Precambrian. Hagen Hill says, I'm so old I threw my back out this morning just by yawning and stretching.
Dude, I creak and I crack every time I get up.
I just don't get up as much. So chocolate gourami, samurai gourami, baddest.
Huh?
How specific do they need to be?
Come on.
There is a scientific name, and there is
What about me?
well, I haven't
Eric,
even looked
you
at private
suck.
chat yet.
Or that.
This, that, left.
No.
No, you're closer with your first one.
Oh, come on. Give me that.
Nope.
I don't know any of the whatchamacallits. That's all I know.
Yeah. They really do look very similar.
Benjamin Peters.
So okay. I think I'm gonna give it to Eric. I think I'm just gonna we're gonna give it to the first people who said pygmy sunfish. Honestly, like,
woo.
Okay, so then it is. Let me look in chat. Go up. So I think this was just a spelling error.
Puny sunfish.
Branton, Big Steve, and Skipper, but this was actually not the Everglades one.
But it looks.
It was this one. This
identical.
is the scientific name. Elisoma gilberti. It is the Gulf Coast pygmy sunfish. And give Boots Cats her point too.
She
Louder.
As soon as
All
you
right.
started to put the blue on it, I'm like, oh, I know this.
Eric, when are you getting to the class? Are you getting there Thursday or Friday?
Thursday
Wednesday.
evening.
Oh, Thursday evening.
Yes.
I just looked at chat. So yeah, the answer was native. It's native fish, and Rachel got it first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jenna
Eyes
drew
weren't
it.
looking. She
Yeah,
did.
of course.
It's almost like I draw the first, third, and fifth one every week.
Am I right? No. That's gonna be my guess for the first one every time.
Not with that attitude, you won't, Zen. What's Zen giving attitude about? I want to join
So
it.
she's not gonna get any fish this week.
Oh,
Why? Does she want fish?
she doesn't know natives, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that.
Oh, native to where? Native to
Native to where we are, and just infer that we're in North America if you are listening from another country.
Zen,
Sorry.
Oh my
for-
god, let me look up the scientific name to this one.
Yeah, so Zenny, just out of curiosity, what other categories of fish will you not be able to identify? Not like I'm looking to suggest topics to Jenna for future use and all that, but what will you suck at identifying?
Correct. This is the scientific name.
Lucania goodii. Okay.
Mickham, Renee DeQueer, and Big Steve. It is the bluefin killie.
Ah, Scotty, you suck. On your birthday, you suck.
I came out of left
You
field. I
couldn't
got
even get a fucking killifish. That's a shame. I would expect the same response if there was a snail up there and I couldn't get it. But if there's a killifish,
We'll
up
remember
there,
that.
If I will, if I'm not one of the top 3 on a snail one, call me the fuck out.
Mickey Yam's like, I only know the scientific names. That's a good name to remember for sure. Common names are ridiculous.
It's gonna be my first one every time.
You know what's
It really should not be Eric. It
No,
should not
his
be your
power
first
was
one
out, and we
anytime.
drew a rainbow shiner. That was last week, wasn't it?
Oh no!
I don't know.
We did a rainbow
Okay.
shiner like in the last couple of weeks, though, when you weren't able to be here. So,
Big Steve,
Yeah.
me and you on the same page. I saw what you saw, Big Steve.
oh, the penis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I saw it too while I was drawing it, and then I was like,
it was
just
circumcised.
I'm gonna go with it. Just gonna
Mhm.
keep going.
Gina's gonna give us just marine snails. You might think that it's that, Eric, but it's not.
Yeah,
There's a lot of rainbow darters, and notice how I'm not putting anyone up there.
Not yet.
Not yet. A lot of lookalikes. This one's not quite like that.
Where's its eyeball?
Up
Up
there,
at the
see?
top, yeah.
Okay.
Eric, he doesn't do them as round as Jenna does.
Well, I'm just glad the fish is facing the correct way.
They're always amoebic.
So just 2, right?
Oinky and Nancy.
Oinky and Nancy.
Good job. It's
It's
a
a
candy darter.
candy.
Go
Darter.
Oinky. It's your birthday.
Is Louisiana parva rare in the hobby in the United States?
Where's Mickey from?
Louisiana Parva. Hold on a second.
Is he in Sweden?
It was Oinky and who?
Nancy.
Okay.
Welcome in
Here's the
Shark
beat.
Fin Adventures.
She's from Tennessee.
Indeed,
she's
she
not
is.
from
Scotty answered and said yes.
Okay. Oh,
Shark-
I thought that was a freaking plant. And I'm like, I've not heard of that. Let me see if there's another name for it. And it's a freaking killifish.
We
Shark Fin
already
Adventures.
discussed the
I
theme.
don't know.
The killie
The
auction
theme-
was kind of a giveaway.
The theme is
I
They
missed
have
that
plants.
native
part.
fish.
They have plants too in auctions, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any-
Native fish theme. Jeff Kane hanging drywall.
You've done that before.
Yeah, it sucks. It's horrible. It's tedious and just awful.
Jenna, did you draw this fish with its mouth wide open?
With
That's
mouth
pretty-
wide open.
Purdy mouth.
That's exactly what was singing in my head when I said that, Eric.
Under all the sunshine.
Look at
Did you
Zen
guys
getting
hear-
one.
Linkin Park got a new lead singer. Just so you know.
Yeah, a goyle.
Oh, she bombed up.
So we got Zen,
Wait, Lincoln Park got a female singer?
Benjamin.
Yeah. It's the first one that they've publicly announced since
Interesting.
the passing of their last lead singer.
I haven't
But she's
like
really good.
I haven't heard them, so I can't like say anything. But isn't it weird that when a band gets like a lead front man when like they are responsible for like so much of the sound?
Hey, Steven.
Hey, I'm trying to
Mark-
let this
Zen, Benjamin, and Scotty. Give them their points.
cool.
Now.
Oh my
then
God,
talk.
Mark, Benjamin, Scotty. I don't know what's going on.
As
Zen.
long as it ain't Zenny.
What? I thought you said Benjamin. I'm gonna
Zen.
give it. What if I give it to
Benjamin.
Benjamin anyway?
Do
Yeah,
it.
Benjamin was one of them.
I dare
Zen,
you.
Benjamin, and Scotty. Zen, Benjamin,
Oh,
Scotty.
You said Mark, and I thought you meant Mark. Like Mark got one, and I was like,
No,
Mark
Hi,
them. Mark them the
said-
fuck down.
I said mark them.
First you don't
No
know killie
points for
auction.
Mark.
Now we're barking.
Mark even
Hmm.
if-
More whiskey, Steven. More whiskey.
No, yeah, I think just a little bit,
Let's
like just a
keep it.
little bit more will get me like over the hump, and I'll be a little bit more
louder
clear,
now.
right? Yeah.
A little bit louder
Ooh.
now.
Okay.
Chug it, chug it, chug it.
All right.
Smoke it, smoke it, smoke it.
Okay.
I definitely should not be playing with fire at this point.
No.
I've got to wait for the teeth. Let the teeth go.
And the gill.
Somebody,
So
I think
Jenna
June
drew this,
guessed Florida
Yeah.
Gar. And I think you changed this from Florida Gar to
Yeah,
alligator
I
gar.
was gonna draw a Florida Gar, but it was like I figured too many people would guess alligator gar, so I just made an alligator gar as an executive decision.
Well, you were right.
You
But
are
there
an
were
executive
This looks
in
salty.
all matters of my life.
Hagen will play with fire for me. This torch is kind of extreme.
This looks salty.
Johnny's back.
Oh,
What do you think he was doing? Is
Calling us
Johnny's
crappy.
girlfriend entering anything in the art category of the Clash?
Party Pangolin! Yay! Welcome.
Was she at the Clash?
Party
No.
Pangolin?
No.
But she's pretty close now since she moved.
oh, if it's
Party
pumpkin.
Pangolin, if you're not too far from the Clash, it's only $5 for you to come in just to
Mhm.
the vendor room for one day.
Aren't they close to where you live?
They moved to New Jersey, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh,
Like just recently.
well, that's not far at all.
So
It better be green.
I think I'm just seeing 2. Right? Nope.
Yeah.
Koro got it too.
Okay. Alishon,
Blue spot? What about
Yeah.
green?
Nancy,
It should be green spot.
and Koro.
Whatever. Yeah, no, it's okay. No, whatever.
Well, you didn't even say spot.
yeah,
you
no.
said green.
No, yeah, it's implied. It's implied.
It's implied. The correct answer is always implied, right?
I mean, the benefit of the doubt would be appreciated here.
So Hagen Hill said,
So,
I
Hagen Hill-
hope you. You want to do it? You wanna do
Yeah,
it?
no.
No,
You-
Hagen
you-
Hill. No, I'll do it. So
Oh my
Hagen
goodness,
Hill.
It's,
Do it.
it's
Do it,
implied.
Eric. Do it, Eric.
That's
all implied.
beautiful. I hope you saved it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And we do save them because at the end of the year, we make merch out of all the fish drawings. There's usually like 200 something.
Put
of
me
them,
full
so-
screen.
What? Ooh.
Put me full screen.
Do it. Oh my God.
I can't.
I don't know how. There we go.
Forever.
That's the
don't
original.
go on a shirt.
That's-
I had that
That's only-
shirt too.
oh, you guys, are you wearing it too? What?
No.
No, she's
Oh.
No, she's wearing the Clash
Okay.
shirt.
2022.
Deuce.
AKA Laundry Day.
AKA
that one.
packed
Scotty
up all my
said
good
blue
stuff.
sunfish, and I
Nope.
didn't infer that he meant
Oh.
spotted.
I wore my
So-
Jenna P. I wore my Jenna P to pick the kids up from kindergarten, and one of the parents asked, "Oh, did your kids draw that?" I go, "No, my friend's kids did. It's her channel, YouTube channel." And she kind of looked at me like, "Oh, you're wearing someone
YouTube what
else's
now?
kids' art?" Like that's all that she heard.
Like, now you're
Like,
weird.
someone else's kids. Like,
Whoa, geek boy. We only doing that contest if your wife is participating.
So yeah, at aquatics.com you can go and get, I think, all the years of the merch. Like every year we take that
Yay.
year's fish and we design something new out of it. And this past year, the 2023 fish that we drew, I have 2 designs. One's like a wave and the other one's like an arrangement in a guppy shape. I don't know what we're gonna do for 20 for this year.
Nancy.
Snail. We're gonna form it into
If
a
Nancy's
snail.
coming to the Clash, she is not going anywhere all day. Oh, and another thing. One more thing. No. Stay here.
Is that like, what's that called? The Midwestern goodbye?
Yeah.
Where it's like you're gearing up to leave, and that's when it's time to at least have another drink. And then
Well,
I
yeah.
thought the
Time to hit
Midwestern
the old
goodbye was
dusty
like
trail.
slapping your knees and saying "whelp."
that's the beginning of it.
yeah.
And then that's
there's
when
a dance. Then there's a delicate dance of,
a lot of Midwestern
know,
people here can probably clarify this for us.
we got to hit the road. You got to say hit the
Mhm.
road, and then you usually tell something about your second cousin that you the other person never heard before. And then then there's the I will be seeing you soon, if not later. And then what else goes
It's
on?
almost dinner time, have a bite to eat.
No, we just say goodbye like 10 times, and then somebody will be like, "Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell you about my L3333s," or "Oh my gosh," like and then they'll go off on it, and then you'll be interested too, and then you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Don't forget to do this." And like, "Oh, how do I do that again?" "Oh, you do this and you do that," and like, "All right, thanks." "Oh, the wife's calling. Got to get home." Like you're right. Like,
It's
"Oh,
getting late. You might as well sleep over.
yeah, I saw your phone light up. You don't have that setting set on your phone? Let me show you how to set that.
So what saying are we doing for the Scotty shirt at the Glash this year?
Scotty don't. Scotty don't.
Scotty don't.
So Hagen Hill requested a print. Oinky is saying she's definitely willing and able to attach any artwork to her cape. So if y'all want just an image of anything that we've drawn, just email me. The only thing I ask is like, don't profit off of it. Like, but if you want a copy of it, I'm more than willing to provide an image of it for sure.
That's
like just
something that I drawn.
I mean, I've drawn most of them at this point. So every week I draw 3 to Jenna's 2 at this point.
Scotty, that's a very personal question, and you shouldn't be worrying about Jenna's twins.
Go back to school?
You should not be worrying about Jenna's twins at all.
That's what I'm like. That is my concern. No one else
Twins?
Like, I'll let the twins visit Steven every other weekend. But the twins going back to school is between me and Jenna.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for their education.
They're educated. They have degrees already.
So, what are we giving away?
I think you meant
so.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll type my email in chat. So if y'all want any of the just tell me what fish. Like, give me the name of the fish, and not like the one you drew 2 weeks ago. Like third. Like, no, I'm not.
That pretty blue one.
I think the Scotty shirt should be like, "I'm single. Are you?" And then like his phone number.
I'm single, and they call me Mr. Mingle. With the ha spelled out. That would be awesome.
Wow, I am really slow. Zen posted that email address when I was like typing the 3, and I'm like at least 15 seconds ahead of her too.
I know Zen for once is doing her mod job. She
So
really slacks on it.
Hagen Hill, it was a blue spotted sunfish.
Just this once do we identify the fish for you. It's in our short-term memories.
So
do you like fish? Because
before we do the giveaway, like during the game, we had people show up like Henry and Craig Sharkfin. So just want to make sure we said hi to them if they're still here.
So I have some pieces of cypress wood. There are 3 pieces. So 1, 2.
Ooh, good fry hides.
Is that wood good?
3.
Like guppy safe wood?
It should be aquarium safe. So
are you gonna put those in your 90 though?
I don't know. So I've been working on my 90, and it's
super
been scary.
large.
Like they all 3 fit in her hand, and she has a tiny hand.
Yeah.
So they're like a nano escape. We personally picked them out from a big pile of wood at the unsuccessful.
What are the approximate dimensions of the wood?
Jenna, will you compare them to your head for me? Because I know your head fits in my hand.
Jesus
1.
I love that you've held her face
2.
and not her hand.
I've had all parts of Jenna in my hand.
3.
And twins. Oh my.
So, do we want to do hashtag hostage?
Yes.
Hostage.
Oh, yeah, and you have to say it verbally too. So that way it's a verbal.
Hostage.
At this point.
If I had to predict, I thought it was going to be hashtag Mooskle, but
Moose
hostage works.
I think hostage might be easier for people to spell.
Did we ever establish what kind of diet the Mooskle is? Is it an animal? It's muscles mostly. Is there like anything added to it?
Probably extra Mooskle.
Did Rainier
I don't know.
Queer add space between the hashtag? Or am I just seeing things?
Oh no.
There is a space, so
Oh yeah.
make sure that you don't put a space.
But
No.
I forgot.
Hey,
his name.
wait.
Yeah,
Bluefish.
Waiting.
We'll never learn about Mooskle.
Bluefish. I see bluefish in here. Dee Dee is trying to get you your prize that you won.
That's
Can
been
you
squared
please
away.
send her? Okay.
Been squared. You were being like all busy businesswoman in your fucking meeting.
My meeting ended up being 4 hours today.
Oh god.
Instead
I
of
was
3.
awake and I listened to the Foxy show and saw all that go down.
Well, I was just trying to be helpful. I'm sorry.
Well,
Continue, Eric. Shut up, Steven.
Thank you so much for your permission, Jenna. I am eternally grateful. Thank you so much. So, the Mooskle stick. This is kind of like I would compare this to the meat wafer, from any other whatchamacallit, but really high quality. It will, if you're worried, I always feed this before I water change, for the breeding qualities, and also this lets off so much oil, it's not even funny. So if you put a handful of these, so if you put a handful of these in your
rainbow
tank,
at the top.
Yeah, I feed a lot of stuff that releases
have an
oil
oil
like
flip.
that. It's disgusting.
Right.
Like I having a problem in the 90 because I actually was not running an Airstone in the 90 for a while because the what you call it the thing that prevents backflow. Why can't I think of it?
Oh, drop checker.
Check valve. That thing. Yeah, that messed up, and I had the Airstone disabled. It was getting disgusting oil slick at the top because all the freeze dried food I was feeding.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, I don't know like if it hurts anything because I do water changes anyway, but like it just is unsightly and it looks nasty.
I do an oil change or an oil change, a water change, but I do it at the surface, so I invert the tube, like so the Python. I get it going, so there's water coming out, and then I kind of like put it so it's like doing surface skimmer action.
Oh yeah.
What's that sound again? What she has to deal with.
She loves those noises.
I've been feeding a lot of the freeze dried tube effects and blackworms and stuff.
Yeah, tube effects will muck up your water.
It, though.
Oh my gosh. I think that's why the L333s are going back at it, because they put 2 cones in there, just stuffed to the brim, and they were gone the next morning. And I'm like, how did that go? And then I looked at the surface and I'm like, what? Did I have gasoline on my hands and touch my tank? Like, what is happening to the surface of my tank?
So yeah, to keep the worm cubes down, you use. Did you learn that from Dean? The inverted worm cone with like a washer to weight it down.
Super glue a washer with a hole so that you can just plop the cubes in and it weighs it down. I don't do fishing line on top to pull it back out. I just stick my arm in, and I usually, with the oil slicks, I usually do feed it before a water change. So then water change it out, pluck, you're done.
How often does your arm go shoulder deep?
Every day for me, honestly.
I mean,
every day you put
the tank? The tank? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about I'm not talking about your tanks. Continue on with your conversation about not your tanks. Continue, Eric. I'm ready.
Never mind my answer. I thought we were talking about fish tanks.
No, we were talking.
I have a 90-gallon tank.
How often he goes shoulder deep?
Well, you gotta get in there. You gotta open it up. Hello.
Whoa.
The take. I get my take all the time.
I cannot wait to see Eric stuck with his twins.
Oh my
The
gosh, it's
entire
gonna be so
Flash
fun.
Because I'm too busy
No
with
way.
his wife.
Life is
Gina.
a game, and we're just gonna play it. It's
I'm
gonna be
just
awesome.
gonna steal your wife the whole time.
And the twins.
She'll love
package
it.
deal.
Well,
no,
then
Eric
yeah.
gets the twins.
Oh my gosh, they are obsessed with her. They are attached to her. You can try, especially Ava. Ava is mini Gina, where she wants everything to do with mom. Where she took a nap today and woke up and Gina was running errands. It's just her life was over. Like, mom is a hero. Oh my
So
god.
are they in
Like,
kindergarten or
she's-
pre-K?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
They're 5.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to answer Oinky's
Yeah,
question.
well, but Eric was talking and it was on top of him because you made us
Yeah.
small. So
Well,
I was
Eric's
being
always on bottom.
respectful.
Eric's a bottom bitch. So he's in his place.
I'm a power bottom. Power bottom. Okay, let's get that right.
Okay, girl.
when you actually have power in your
Fine.
house. So Oinky would like to know, as far as massive inventory choices of aquarium stones goes, is Aqua Rocks in Colorado one of the best you've ever gone to? Now, I've been to like 4 stores, so this is a terrible comparison, but like that was a wonderland of hardscape, and I cannot think of any other place that's known for just having a shitload of
more
hardscape like that
than we've ever seen in one place.
It's floor to ceiling and giant boxes and just stacks and stacks of different kinds of driftwood and rocks. So I can't imagine there's many places in the US at least that compare to that.
So I don't know, it's random, but Eric's name is the pinkest on the wheel.
It is, yeah, but it
just cries. Oh my.
Yeah, Branton's name is kind of peach colored,
Fuchsia, if you will.
Fuchsia, yeah,
almost a salmon.
Salmon. Where's Eric? What?
Oh, that's when the banner was over my face.
Yeah.
I put my hand up and waved.
Okay. Okay.
What did that?
I'm behind.
Mm-hmm.
23 entries.
There should be 24 now. 25.
32 and there's 32.
Oh, okay.
I just the refresh was delayed.
Do you have Gina and George?
Okay.
Oh.
So Eric, out of everyone on the list right now, who do you think is going to be the first off?
Oh, Eric's gonna have to ruin someone's night. All right.
What a bitch!
Damn, he's like, I am not.
I was gonna leave the whole studio, but I'm like, I don't want to go through the trouble of joining back.
So grow some balls, get them ready for triplets, and tell us which one's gonna be off first.
Oh, obviously, it is going to be the first one off.
I hate when he fucking pretends to mute himself.
And then when they are off,
so
the second person
Eric said Hagen Hills is going to be the first one off, and then I'm reading his lips, and oh my god, Eric, I would have. He just said oinky.
And then you have to make sure it's lubed, because if it's not lubed, you're going to get chafed. And if you get chafed, you're going to burn. And if you burn, you're going to bleed. And if you bleed,
he just said Scotty's going to bleed. Oh, on his birthday?
Right in front of my salad?
Everybody clip that. It was very obvious what he said. Well, Eric, if you really feel that way, I mean,
I'm not going to put that juju on nobody.
So Dee Dee said, didn't the Aqua Rocks guy say that if you tell him the size of the tank, he will try to pick appropriate size rocks for it? I think he'll like build it for you and send you pictures so that.
Well, I mean, he won't build it, and you can pay him to do it, but like he won't. Yeah. He will pick out the stuff and he'll send you pictures and he'll work with you. Like anytime I order something, I usually get a text from him, unless it's like just I want light, send me light. He's awesome. Like I wish I had.
What you can do is you can go and message Geek Boy and have him do it for you. Geek Boy spends every other weekend there, and he would be more than happy to spend 6 hours signing your tank for you on a live stream.
Mm-hmm. And this is also true
I was that
PLC winners were recently announced, and he is the highest rated aquascaper in the U.S.
Yep. There was like, so there were 1,400 something entry, or I don't know if there were 1,400 entries, but there were 1,400 people who were ranked, which you go look at like number 1,400 and I'm like, I still can't fucking do that. Yeah. But there were only like 40 something people from the US that were represented in that list of 1,400. So that's pretty damn good. US is kind of new to the whole aquascaping scene, you know, whereas like Japan, I think there were 400 something. Well, I mean, like Asia really represented in the rankings. So
I'm a water-based kind of guy, Coro. So sorry.
What?
I was
into dry powder. Okay, yeah, dry powder lubricants or liquid. I mean, if you want to be efficient, yeah.
Gotcha. Can we spin the wheel?
No.
Well, you need to refresh it one more time.
Refresh.
No, I didn't. I did not need to. 1,450 entries. Yeah, I mean, like seeing the lowest ranked one is just telling me like, well, I'm not gonna bother with that ever.
Lies and slander. Yeah. That's where you put it in as a joke and you actually get ranked and you're like, oh my god, I am good.
Oh god. What the fuck kind of floating box of
an aquarium? It's a green co-op box.
I feel like Corey doesn't like green screens, and this is the whole purpose of
Easy Vita.
Yeah. I have a couple of those.
As do I.
I wanted to pack this in the box that I shipped Scotty, and I forgot.
Oh.
So if it fits in my suitcase, it does.
Johnny mentioned a place earlier up, though. Gerber's in Dayton, Ohio has a giant selection of wood and rocks, too. That's good to know.
That's a lot closer to me.
Have you ever been there, Eric?
No. The only fish place I've been in Ohio was near Toledo, and I forgot the name of it.
Eric, can I spam your car at the Flash?
Can I what? Spam my car?
Yeah, can I put giant decals on your car at the Flash?
Oh yeah, because I think we're
Driver's
taking
side.
Gina's car. So.
Oh, okay.
Do you let her drive at all, or are you like just
I'm
driving?
all the way? I'm driving the whole way. That is
He's
my
a passenger princess.
Get off of it. I'm driving the entire way. I love driving. Love it so much.
How long of a drive is it?
9 hours.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean,
9
you drove
hours
16 hours to
without kids. So
I was about to say it's like
okay,
16 hours with twins.
Yeah.
But they did awesome on the way up to the UP, which was like 6-7 hour drive. So they slept most of the times.
You can have them live stream me.
Welcome in, GNC. I like this comment.
If anyone else wins, remember that you are stealing from a newborn baby.
You know how they love their cedar wood.
It is cypress. It's from Louisiana.
I forgot it's insane stuff. In the membrane. I forgot.
GNC. It's hashtag.
Hostage.
What the fuck is the hashtag?
Membrane.
It's
hashtag.
Of course. Hostage. Hashtag hostage. If you want to win some three little pieces of cypress wood for a nano tank.
And maybe not some muscle sticks.
Should make a stencil and go paint over the gang tags and claim your territory.
Are there gang
I'll make
tags?
a stencil, and then Cora can go into the neighborhoods and do that for me.
Yep.
I don't cross the motherfucking bridge unless I have to.
The snail gang's here. It might take us a minute, but we'll get there.
Okay, so I done fucked up. So I was making a bunch of these stencils, and Eric, your wife, would understand. I cut on this side of the vinyl, and I should have cut on this side of the vinyl.
Yep.
I cut on the wrong motherfucking side of the vinyl. So I can still cut on this side of the vinyl, but you can kind of see a little bit of an outline of where I cut on the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking maybe if there's enough people I can tag at the clash, I would just cut up all my fucking boo-boos and tag people.
There you go.
Starting with Eric. He's a fun person to tag. Because his wife could always fix it if he could.
Let's see. Did
Fish.
GNC hear? It's 10:30. Oh God, we haven't spun yet.
Yeah,
Late.
yeah.
And we gotta spin.
Spin it. Oh, please hit the likes if you haven't hit the likes.
Smash the like button. It does a thing.
What's your muscle sticks?
And make sure you comment after the stream about how amazing Eric was and how you would love him to replace me as a co-host.
Replace
We're
you.
all thinking it.
Why?
Exactly.
What?
As Eric said, you're all thinking it. Matt tells me all the time how much I suck being a co-host, that Eric is so much better. So
That's because I suck Matt, if you know what I mean. That's what he's trying to get you
know
to.
what you mean. Because it's like you would be so you sucking Matt would be like you like licking your fingertips and cleaning off those highlights.
Renee D. Queer.
The wheel must end this conversation.
Oh, we're not going to talk about cocaine on your channel.
Okay, well, wait until Eric's pop-up. He promised us he would all go on Tuesday, so look forward to seeing Eric's stream. He promised.
Yep. Straight out of the
He
words
would
not
go.
in my mouth.
They came out of his other hole.
Okay, so welcome in MNC, welcome in J Rock, and Brenton has a fish question on this fucking fish stream, and the question is thoughts on keeping rainbow shiners with trout goodies.
We don't have either of those.
I don't know.
He didn't ask about
So
any
we'll wait
holes,
for
so
Boy to answer his question.
But anybody who has rainbow shiners and trout goodies and knows their care requirements, or I could just Google because let's just all do research on the fly. But
Don't most goodies like warmer water? And
I wonder
rainbow
about that,
shiners
'cause I mean,
would
right.
be
cooler.
right, like
cold water.
they're native to here, and the goodies are further south, so that's just my guess. But then I mean, they're like if they're both tank bred and they're all like bred at 75, like does it even matter? So but oh my God, the noise. What the hell is happening?
Sorry, I couldn't. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
Zen says she's never kept shiners, but if you know what mollies are like, that's what trout goodies are like. So they're nippy and active.
Tank
Johnny says seems like a good pair, but shiners will eat the goodied fry.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. MNC said goodies are cooler water. At least my was it saying lion sai and tequila are. Yeah, there's probably the temperature range is probably pretty broad. Because I mean, North America temperature range is pretty broad, so it's probably just a matter of like how many goodies babies are you going to get when you got rainbow shiners in there. It makes sense. And how many rainbow shiners you're going to get to breed with goodies eating the eggs. So sorry, Renee, you're first off the wheel.
And Johnny said his trout goodies went down to 52 degrees without issue.
That's pretty freaking cold.
Chile.
Vinokski. Big Steve's glass box.
Big Steve.
Log.
Goodies probably bully the shiners, so that's the thing. Johnny said trout goodies went down to 50. Oh yeah, I read that part. So yeah, obviously, yeah, cooler water. Yeah, it's a wheel of you lose. GNC.
Nitol Aquatics.
Nitol.
Nitol.
Time to
That
be out
old
on.
night hole.
I've been thinking about rainbow shiners for a while, and the only reason I don't,
Something else. I thought you were gonna say I've been thinking about night holes.
I've been thinking about Knight's Hole for a long.
Sorry.
I haven't done Goodeids because I have like the one live bearer tank, the mosh pit, and I just feel like a Goodeid would just like annihilate the whole thing with like the guppies and platies.
Eric Wyrock.
Hell's bells.
So sad.
What I get for talking about night holes.
Only Oscars.
Only Oscars.
Scotty the Fish Freak.
There goes
Go to
Scotty.
bed. Bedtime.
Hagen Hill Design.
The GNC says, sorry for congratulating you, Renee. That's okay. Look, the wheel congratulates everybody. See?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and sorry, Hagen Hill Design. Everybody subsequent to Hagen Hill being off the wheel is robbing an infant.
Can Matt change that to congratulations / sorry?
Oink Master Supreme Forever.
Well, yeah, I mean, Eric wanted this, so
Yep,
it
this
happens.
is what Eric said was happening.
Sorry, Oinky.
You heard me?
Yeah.
We did. We could read your lips.
Oh no.
Let me write this down. Miller Eye to the library mosh pit. They ate like a platy. Okay, cool.
He said, write it
Diversify.
down,
They
but
are like a platy.
They
There's just
are.
a type.
Well, they eat like a platy, as in like I have platies in there, and they don't eat all the guppies. So that
Diversify your
sense.
platies.
I want to diversify the live bearers. I can't put mollies in there because I don't want muppies. But yeah, Miller Eye. Okay.
Well, aren't they sterile though? Aren't muppies sterile?
Yeah, but like they're not gonna further the gene pool. They're just gonna eat the food and die, and fuck that.
Well, maybe they'll be cannon fodder if they have, genetic issues coming out.
Maybe. But every now and then I do get like one that should have died that's still kind of flopping around in the tank, and yeah. I'm surprised I haven't had more issues in there with the genetics. I don't know how many generations of inbreeding it takes for it to be a real problem, but obviously
50.
a lot.
Apparently 50.
50? Okay.
Around 50 is when more than 50% of the offspring have genetic issues. I remember this. This is just off the top of my head from an old co-op stream that Corey was talking about guppies inbreeding, and I think it was around 50.
Well, my strategy has been to like kind of do a genetic refresher or like introduce a lot more new genetics like every few years. So I figure that
I take all of Steven's wonkers.
I send you healthy guppies.
But
My
I
mouth
want
muscle.
wonkers.
The Zen Ginger.
Yes,
Ginger.
Seahorse out.
I send you the non-blues, the wild types, because they will dominate the gene pool. So I take those out automatically. Johnny says, I think it's 17th or 27th generation. It's a very specific generation. Huh.
I yield to Johnny.
Why?
Because I'm just calling it off the top of my head from a live stream.
I will
Like,
never
there was a point in my life
yield to Johnny.
And
where it was Corey 24/7, like just live stream after live stream after live stream after live stream after live stream, and like it all the information went in, but then it wasn't really like filed anywhere. It's all sitting in a corner, and sometimes a piece of paper flies out at the right time.
Well, I mean, I'm hearing your words and I'm reading Johnny's words, and
Johnny says his reference is the same co-op live stream.
Yes.
well, yay for flawed memories. This is really helpful.
So somewhere between 17 and 50. So There you go.
Well, that's
Or
what I'll do.
according
I'll
to
take-
Luke, if you call properly, there's none.
So I'll take an
Yeah.
average of
In the
infinity.
words of Whip, good God, why? That was him referring to Johnny. Never listened to Johnny.
Okay, spin the next person.
Well, let me take an average of infinity and 17 and 27 and 50, and that's going to be the new fact from now on. As long as I need enough followers to like spread the fact, but you know, it's a fact now. So somebody do the math and make it a fact.
But scats.
Aww.
Should be louder.
God. Open your fucking
Daniel
ears.
Velez.
Daniel
Sorry, Brother
Velez.
Daniel. Brother Dan.
Liquid Zoo. Only thing.
What?
Yeah, bada.
Gina's Reef.
Gina.
No. Stronger? I did it. I solved the puzzle.
Or Nancy. Geek is like, faster. Make this wheel
Harder.
smooth.
Harder, faster, stronger.
Yeah, everyone over 28. Turn up your
I know your bonitis is acting up, but
straighten those spines.
And Fathom, your reward for that.
oh
joke
no.
is that you are gone from the wheel.
The more you make Jenna laugh, the faster you're off.
Aquarium Fantasy.
This has been a law for a long time, Alex. Is
Yeah.
if you speak up, you're gone. It's a terrible way to get engagement in a live stream, but it's what it is. Sorry,
Watch
Henry.
the analytics usually.
We blame Matt for the algorithm.
Mystery Snail
See?
Guardian.
There you go.
I fucking say we blame Matt, and he's like, bitch, you out. He's sitting there like picking
Which
each
world?
person.
There goes Whip.
He said, Whip, you ain't going to the class to see me. Oh,
Geek BOI.
Geek
There's
Boy,
Geek.
you going to the class to pick on me? You out. Next.
Nathan Hubby.
Nathan
Like,
Hubby, you
bye.
ain't going to the class at all. He's
Heavy.
out.
Heavy. Love it, heavy.
Where's Mrs. Hubby Dubby when you need a second chance?
Johnny Dan's Fish.
That's what you
Aw.
get, Johnny.
For what? Be trying to be helpful?
Helping. We're helping.
No. We go back to the beginning of the stream where he said that shit about the snails.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Oh,
That is
yeah.
true. A
We
snail never forgets. A snail never
Yep.
forgets. So that's the saying. A snail
We
never
hold
forgets.
on to that shit.
karma is delayed, but just waits forever.
Dee Dee's Fin Den.
You asked Didi and we shall provide.
Say my
She
name.
asked
Say
for
my
it.
name.
You literally asked for it.
Motherfucking Sinjin.
She's still running her mouth after she's been eliminated.
That's the best time to run it. You got nothing to lose.
Run it.
There's low risk, high reward.
I'm
at
gonna
that
go
point.
feed my Episto some crushed snails.
Skipper's Aquariums.
Yeah, I had to take him with us. So
What did Skipper do?
he ain't going to the class.
He's not going to the
so
class either.
He's on the motherfucking list from Eric. Eric's like,
Ah.
spit you out.
Yow.
Bluefish.
Oh.
You should have been a redfish and you would have stayed. But you
Or
chose
one.
blue.
Or a
You
one
Should
should
have
fish or a
emailed
two fish.
blue.
Dee Dee earlier, maybe? I don't know.
Any other color besides blue, and you would have made it. But blue's got to go.
Oh, that's bold. Bold claims are being made in the chat.
Damn, what?
Bold claims.
Branton? I thought you were already off the wheel. Oh, well, since I said it, you were definitely gone next, so just, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But, you know.
Sorry.
Outside in aquatics.
You should have been inside out, but you had to be outside in.
If you only were the opposite. If only you were the opposite of everything you are, I would love you.
But
Obviously,
no, you
put your
had
fish
to
room
be
outside.
unique. You had to be unique. You couldn't copy Disney. But whatever.
Put them tanks out in the sun, grow some green water, and we'll talk.
Mhm.
All right.
Green water.
Stan Pittman.
Stan Pittman has been very quiet, waiting patiently, and the wheel is like, it's too quiet.
Nope.
So,
He's talking in real life.
yeah.
He took a phone call and he's gonna get off his phone and go, damn.
Sorry,
Should've talked.
Stan.
Koro works.
You should have been
Work,
6
work,
foot.
work,
But
work, work.
no,
I knew
you
it.
had to be under 6
6'2"
foot.
tank of a
You
man.
had to. If you were 6 foot, you would have made it. But you fucking 5'11".
I think the wheel is just biased against old people.
Get them bones.
The wheel's a young man's game.
Melissa.
Well, ask Melissa.
And Melissa.
What do you think?
Melissa.
Matt cricking and cracking at home.
Cricket and Kraken.
Hey, Barbara.
Barbara.
Barbara's so late that we're like, just we were waiting for Barbara.
I'm
end.
sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo.
Isn't that the youngest person here tonight? No, Coro might be.
George RB3.
Sorry, George.
Sorry.
Yep. I think it is
Brand's
Cora.
still there.
Because if because Eakins is a little younger,
Well,
I believe.
Okay, if Hawk and Hill had their baby watching the stream at any point.
Is the baby watching this stream?
Is the baby
I
on
will
the
not
Log that baby in.
The
Open a
baby's on
different
different
tab. Get that browser up.
Stan said, sorry, I was busy crushing my snails.
And I didn't even say anything about you, Stan, but next week,
Stan coming out. Bang, 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 bang.
That's what
Brandon
you
Lightcap.
did.
Oh!
Oh.
You got God.
The sword of Damocles has fallen.
You ain't alpha.
And
Dee Dee knows all.
predicted it.
She predicted her own demise from the wheel, so like right on cue.
Steven, you were fed already?
I did.
Dee Dee was doing what's it called? The Mean Girls. I predict a 50% chance of rain. Oh, it's already raining. She knew it was coming off.
So I ate twice. I fed myself lunch and then fed dinner.
Dennis, Alishon.
You mean Jenna fed you?
Nickham.
Lunch I made myself.
And Darlene, we got some
What'd
awesome
you make?
people.
Something that Jenna cooked prior.
Did it have cheese in it?
A Greek salad, right? Was it Greek chicken?
Yes, it was.
Chicken.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. 36
Nope.
3 days. Brand just checked into the retirement home.
Didn't even let. Did not even let Fishfam link answer.
Alishon, Coral's got he's coming for you. Be prepared. He's got some bones to pick with you.
And then Fishfam.
A little bit late. Okay, Linky. It's a little bit suspicious. All right,
I think the winner is going to be Chris Offazone.
Why would you do that to an amazing human being?
Who are you guessing, Eric? The winner's going to be
obviously.
So he said Mickey M. He said,
yeah,
Mickey,
he said that's what I heard too, because he wants Steven to have to ship it to Sweden and pay the most money.
So Which one are
And-
you picking, Jenna?
We'll just put like
Darlene or
20 of your
Dennis?
free fucking stamps on there.
So,
We-
Jenna, are you picking Darlene or Dennis?
I'm also picking Mickum because I think Steven should have to spend extra money. to
we are
ship it.
holding 49 people verbally hostage right now.
Okay,
Who are
go.
you picking, Steven? Say someone, Steven.
I am picking
You
either
get Mushkil
Mickum,
stick.
Darlene, Chris Aquazone, or
no,
Dennis
That's
Christensen.
fucking bullshit.
Darlene's tanks.
It's not going to be Darlene,
The reason
unfortunately.
she's off is because Steven didn't pick her.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm also going to be responsible for whoever wins too. So there's that.
Dennis Christensen.
You're off because Steven didn't pick you.
Dennis gets an Australian
remember
no.
that.
No.
Because
What's the price, by the way?
wow,
Chris
Jenna.
Micah.
The price is free for you, Mickum. We just need your address.
Y'all make
Yep.
things happen.
Jenna's got them free stamps.
Got a free
No, you
99.
You cannot
Going.
put stamps on a
Like him.
box. Steven's
think-
gonna have to
I believe he wanted to know the prize.
the prize. Oh, it said what's the price?
Well, typos
Yeah.
happen.
Well, it is 3 pieces of cypress wood that you could make a nanoscape with.
Now, are you allowed to send wood to Sweden?
Well, one way to find out. Why don't you start sending your wood overseas?
Would you not be able to send wood?
I can't imagine. There's like it's dried
not
up.
food.
and it's-
Unless it's infested with something that's
Well,
alive.
A lot of places don't let wood in because of bugs burrow into wood. So
Mm.
wood like sets off an alarm for bugs and everything.
might be
Especially
worth
with
looking
countries
up.
would have a high in forest industry, like Sweden, that they
It is.
might.
It's not big, Mickum.
Oh
They're
no,
small.
Jenna, is it infested? You put it all over
No.
your face and see if it's infested.
But leave it on there for 48 to 72 hours.
There are no
Mhm.
requirements on ISPM 15 marking of wood packaging material and dunnage within the EU or between EU member states and Switzerland. Well, it's between EU member states. I have to look it up. Make sure it's okay.
I think they're in the EU. Pretty sure.
Yeah, but that's between EU countries. I don't know about
Um,
yeah. Don't know about shipping from you. I'll have to look that up.
From the outside.
So
But
if you
we'll-
join this stream and you want Eric as a normal co-host, make sure you hit the like button. That way we can get him up in the replacement lineup. And he'll be
Dislike.
here every
Maybe-
week.
Maybe what we can do is if it turns out that we can't send the wood, maybe Mickum can privately send us who he'd like it to go to, and you could send him like a towel or a shirt.
Yeah, we'll come up with something, and no worries about the shipping. Like, not at all. We make these open to international people for a reason, so
Yeah.
not a big deal. Did Jenna spit on the wood? It's
Hmm,
extra.
No.
That would make it worth priceless, and I would fight you for it.
Okay. Is there anything else that we need to cover before we end extraordinarily late?
Wait, does Mickum know your email address to send to you?
Stephen P 2003 at fishfam.link.
Hawk to
There you go. I typed it as you.
God,
But,
the number of times me and Big Steve have been like thinking the same thing during the stream is scary. We need to hang out more at the Clash.
Hashtag soulmates.
Hashtag same minds.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Well, what?
I thought Annette spelled.
What?
I thought you spelled.
I got a lid on my shit.
Oh, thank goodness.
I
This
got
has
my sippy cup. I'm good to go.
this has been a stream.
Are you looking forward to next week?
This has been Mooskal.
I've
This has been very Mooskal.
just
You don't
If I had to
even
surviving.
call it Mooskal, I would call
Wet
it
your
Mooskal.
plants.
Well, I guess I got to be thinking about possibly planning to leave.
Where
Yeah.
can you escape that we can't find you?
I'm gonna go do water changes. All right. So
I
somebody else
have
go
5 minutes
live,
to go
so-
feed my tanks before the lights turn off for the night.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Thanks everybody. Love you all. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Love
Bye.
you.